All right, welcome everyone to the first episode of the Grand Detour. This is a show that we're going to live stream weekly, kind of get together as friends, and just gonna go on car adventures. It's gonna be very similar to the Top Gear and Grand Tour. Today's episode is going to be about Formula Drift. Super excited. I'm a big Formula Drift fan, and there's a lot of BeamNG players that are as well. And so to start off the show, I want to introduce two of our three judges. First up, JDQ, how are you doing today? JDQ, can you hear me? Okay, might be having some technical difficulties. Our other judge, Tess, can you hear me, Tess?
I can hear you.
Awesome. So Tess joins us, huge Formula Drift fan. She'll be announcing the Formula Drift kind of series as we bounce in and out of the Grand Detour. How are you doing today?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. With us as well is our guest star. This individual, hold on, let me pull up my notes. Let me get this music a little quieter as well. Doing a lot of things here. All right, so this individual, he's created, I believe, over 600 videos on YouTube. Has a grand total of, where is it? I think over 53,000 subscribers. He's recently taken hiatus, but he's joining us today from the future, actually, from his time zone. Please welcome BeamNG.DRIVE. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay, even though it's really super early in the morning for me because I sleep in normally. It's currently 9:30 a.m.
Awesome, very cool. I wish I could wake up at 9:30 a.m. My job has me waking up super early.
Waking up with the crack of noon and wondering, what t-shirt am I going to wear?
I love it. I love it. So first up, I want to ask you a few questions. And also, drivers, if you can hear me, go ahead and start your practice session. We kind of gave some instruction to the drivers. They have about 30 minutes to do some last-minute practicing. So you'll see that going in the background. But Philman, how has your hiatus been? How has your break from YouTube been?
It's been difficult because I struggle with work-life balance, which is what caused me to burn out in the first place.
Okay.
It's difficult for me to stop working. So I've basically spent the entire time working.
I hear that. So you did, I think it was 100 videos in 100 days?
Yeah, so I've delisted a whole bunch of videos, including those ones, but they're still accessible through playlists for people that like older, crappier videos. I'm trying to figure out what it is about the algorithm that doesn't really like to push my videos. So I thought maybe it's just because people watch my older stuff and then click off, and then YouTube goes, oh, nope, that means nobody likes his videos.
It must be over. Absolutely. So I just started making content, and wow, is there so much information? I can't imagine how much is actual misinformation. But has there been anything you've discovered with the algorithm that's like, oh, this is the right way to do things?
If you're doing longer form content and you're not targeting children, don't do shorts. They're a lie.
Interesting.
They're garbage. They hurt my channel quite badly and
Really?
take a lot of effort and pay nothing.
That makes me feel better because I did make one short because, I feel like YouTube wanted more shorts out there. And it did awful. I think it like 11 views in the last 2 months or something like that. Granted, it wasn't a great short, probably, but yeah, very cool. So we were supposed to have Hector Plays with us, but he was unable to make it. He might join us later on. He might pop in just to chat and say hi. And JDQ, I'm not sure have you gotten your mic sorted yet?
Well, it wasn't my mic sorted. My mother called.
Oh, gotcha. Important to take those calls. Welcome to the chat. You'll be our other judge. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great now that I got a shower and I'm off work.
Absolutely. And so a couple more questions for you, BeamNG.DRIVE. I just kind of made the correlation. It's in your name. You have I guess it's not a GR86, but a Toyota 86, right?
Yeah, maybe not for long, but I do have one, yes.
I watched your last video. You're still not enjoying it, huh? Because I actually own a 2022 BRZ, so they're kind of sister cars. But in your video, you said you didn't like it.
Well, so is yours the 2-liter or the 2.2
It's the 2.
liter?
It's the 2.4. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2-liter is depressing to drive.
Oh man.
Like, imagine you've downshifted, you're feeling good, you're coming up to a corner, you're like, all right, I have to slow down a little bit to let some traffic through, and then I've timed it just right, and I'm gonna squeeze into this gap. You floor it, and you're like, why is it not going anywhere? Why is it so slow? What is happening? It is a god-awful car. I feel that it is the biggest scam played upon the car community with just paid for marketing from I swear everybody that reviewed the car was paid, because it's not actually that good. And handling wise, if you've driven garbage cars all your life, I could see why you might like it, but otherwise,
sure,
it's pretty middling.
Interesting.
Like, not even like this is the most money I've ever spent on a car by a magnitude of like 10. And cars I've bought for like $2,000 have handled better than this thing.
Wow.
Can corner faster than this
That's
thing.
rough.
Yeah.
That is depressing, especially if you paid so much money. Do you think that would change though in like 10 years down the line, and when the prices come down and they're in the used market?
I think this is a great like $500 car. For $500, this is an amazing car.
Australian money,
For
I assume, right?
$20,000, hell no.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
It is not worth its money. I've heard in America, you insure the driver instead of insuring the cars like we do. Is that correct?
You kind of. I feel like you kind of do both. Like, you have insurance on the vehicles, but it is more based on the driver.
Okay. Here in Australia,
Well, especially if the person is driving that car daily, you have to have that person on your policy.
All right. Because this car is so expensive, I didn't want to drive it without like full insurance on the thing.
Yeah.
So full insurance is still quite expensive. In Australian dollars, it's about $600 a year, which is a lot.
Okay.
I've only ever owned bangers, so I've never really felt the necessity to have complete first-party insurance.
Sure.
If I was to put a turbo on it, which this thing desperately needs,
I agree with you on that, 100%.
$2,600 a year.
For insurance?
Oh my
or just
God.
for insurance?
For insurance.
Oh my goodness. Wait, how would they know?
Well, if you ever have an accident and they, I don't know, look under the hood, then they go, oh, you're not actually covered. You know that $2,600, like that money that you've been spending on insurance? Worthless.
Oh my gosh, that is wild.
I can
Not to
I
mention
can go turbo my POS pickup truck and not have an issue.
Oh, well, no, here's the thing. You don't need first-party insurance. But because the car is so expensive, I really want it.
So
That's fair.
I'm not familiar with out-of-country laws. You don't need first-party insurance?
The first-party covers you entirely. So what you do need is compulsory third-party insurance here, which is... it covers people's injuries and any sort of like hospital stuff.
Oh.
What you should get after that is third-party property, which covers other cars that you crash into or light poles or anything like that. Then there's like the premium upper one, which you can get, which covers all of your damages as well.
So that sounds like full coverage, and the basic third party almost sounds like just straight liability here in the States.
Yeah. A similar sort of deal.
Interesting. So you might not keep the 86. Do you know what you might replace it with?
I've already bought the replacement car, but I'm not going to tell anybody what it is yet.
Oh, that's exciting. I'll have links to everyone's channels that's competing today, especially Philman's, in the description here soon. You'll have to check out his In Real Life channel. I imagine that's where that information will be posted one day.
It's going to be there.
Well, we're excited to hear it. Could you tell us real quick, though, what was your favorite car that you owned in the past?
My Ford ST150 XR4 Fiesta. It is... Oh my god, it was goddamn amazing, and especially for its price. It was like $2,500.
Okay.
It has like 50 less horsepower, but feels so much faster. The 0 to 100 is almost identical, and it could corner so much faster. I remember, this is a little bit of an anecdote.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell my friend about the glory of this car, and I let him drive it. And near where I lived, there was this giant roundabout. Now, not just a normal roundabout, but there was a very, very large one where you could accelerate through it and still be in there for quite a while because it was so big.
Huh.
And he went into the roundabout, and he was going like a middling sort of speed. He's like, I don't get it. It's not really that fast. And I said, accelerate. And he went, all right, then. Floored it, and the vehicle just kept on rails going around this roundabout. He's like, okay, yep, I get it. This car is amazing.
That is awesome. Well, I can see if you had real power already, you would not enjoy the 86 BRZ twins there.
It had less power, but felt faster. The Toyota is just got... So I fixed the torque dip, and now all it is just disappointingly underpowered. It doesn't feel depressing. It's just disappointing now.
Now, how did you fix the torque dip? Is it the standard down or not down?
I put headers on and a tune.
Okay, and it's still didn't really scratch the right itches.
It is surprising how everything pulls away from it.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. It makes every car an interesting battle though. If you do take them on, that Corolla, you know, that Prius, they'll give you a run for your money. So it's more competition.
You know, you say Corolla now, and you've just reminded me of something else.
Yeah.
The original '86. Remember that?
Yep.
It was very practical and had a large boot with a hatchback.
Oh, yep.
How impractical is your BRZ?
If there's anything,
can you fit a tissue box in your boot? It's impossible.
Well, if you remember the marketing, it said you can fit a whole set of wheels if you lay down the seats. You know what they don't tell you though?
Ever so slightly.
If you don't have, it's only if you have the 17-inch wheels. If you get 18-inch custom wheels, they don't fit. It is just enough room.
I put a set of 17s in there to go out to the track day, which is on my IRL channel.
Yeah.
They just barely fit. But here's the thing. They make that sort of claim, but they don't say just how shallow the boot is.
Yes.
So if you have anything taller than a tire, which is, the wheels are 7 inches?
Yep.
If you have something 8 inches high, it won't fit in the boot.
It's a shame that we know the dimensions of our trunk. Like, I know the widest point in my trunk is only 3 feet wide. And if, you know...
It's so narrow.
If it's more than 4 inches tall, it's not fitting. It's not...
Have you ever tried to fit somebody in the back seat?
I actually have a coworker that will ride with me in the back seat because we will go like 3 deep into like a work restaurant or a work thing. She has to, you know, lay across the seat. There's no leg room. There's just
yeah. Why are the rear seats even there?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you this. I do have a couple pros about my BRZ. I'm not even going to try to change your mind because all your points are, you know exactly what it is. But I do have a son. He's 6 years old and he's now in a booster seat. He was in a car seat. It was perfect for him because it was just him and I just slide the seat forward and he just stepped right in. The car was so low and he could stand up tall in it. He can't do that anymore, but so I guess that's if you have a small child.
6.5? Oh, nope, too big for the car.
Yeah, he's about outgrown the back seat at age 6. But what was the other thing I was gonna say? Obviously the 2.4 is a better engine, but you know, only if you want to reinvest another 20,000.
A little too like why I feel that the 2.4 is a bit of a lie. It is too perfect of a car. Too perfect of a number. It is exactly 20% bigger and has exactly 20% more power and exactly 20% more torque.
Huh.
Tell me that wasn't calculated. That they went,
wow,
this car needs to be 20% more powerful exactly. And then everyone looked around and said, okay, let's do exactly the bare minimum then.
Huh. I didn't do the math on that. That's interesting.
I did. I looked at it and went,
huh.
Seems odd.
Interesting. Fun fact.
Phil, man, it is good to meet you.
Hello.
Is this Ginger? Okay,
Yeah,
Ginger
what's up?
sneaking in. So Ginger is also one of the contestants. I'm going to go ahead and mute you with the other drivers, and go ahead and get in the practice line and kind of follow the format there. But it's good to have you.
Just to let you know, I'm 7 of 9 on downloads, and I've got 50% left on this download. I'm sorry, I meant to do this last night, but
You're
I
good.
just forgot.
No, you're good.
You're
It's
good.
a
I had to download the map again today when I got on.
yeah. No rush, as if we could rush you.
Mm.
Another question I want to ask though. You've been gone for a while. You've probably had a lot of time to reflect on and recover from your burnout. Is there something that you learned recently that you could give as maybe advice, or what's been a couple of takeaways you've had in the past?
In what respect?
Just general life. I think one of the things that I love about getting to know someone or this community is that we all have our different stories, right? We all come from different backgrounds. We learn different things, and a lot of times we just don't talk about things that we don't share the wisdom that maybe we could. So I guess, is there any like wisdom you'd like to pass on or pass along that you've learned lately?
My meaning of life.
Okay.
So, discounting the afterlife, what is a measurement of how good of a life you've had? And to me, it's whoever's had the most fun.
I like
So
that.
I try to live life to have the most fun, but now knowing that everyone else also wants to do that, your fun just has to not interfere with other people's fun. So basically, butt out of other people's business and have fun.
I love that. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that. I've been thinking a lot about life and just kind of I don't know. My job currently is a grind. It's not what I love to do by any means, and
Understandable.
we all have passions, right? If only we could lean more into those passions. And so that's something I've been working on, is just kind of chasing the passion, chasing what I enjoy, um, and doing my own thing. Sometimes that means saying no. Maybe I don't want to play this one game with someone, or I don't want to do this thing. Um, but really not, I guess, selling myself short and doing things I don't want to do, if that makes sense, without being
Mhm.
privileged with that. So I think I've mentioned or heard before that you play BeamNG, but you don't necessarily love the career mode. What are you normally doing in BeamNG? How do you get your fix?
I'm a very creative person. I love creating. I always have. I grew up painting. I'm dyslexic, but I still loved writing.
Cool.
Everything was always creating with me. So I just spend my time modding in BeamNG. I don't particularly care to play it at all, to be honest. I just love creating things.
That's really
And then
cool.
I love showing it to people.
Yeah. Well,
Which is
there's
why I got into YouTube, because I just love creating.
okay, because there's been a lot of positive feedback. You're kind of you're highly talked about in the modding community of just like, have you heard of Philman? What's he doing next? Where's he at? Kind of thing. And it's definitely cool to see how far you've gone with that. Um,
I hear a lot of the negative side as well.
Do you really? Do you get a lot of negativity?
It's a vocal minority, but yeah, it happens.
Huh. Maybe I'm not big enough modder to encounter that yet. I've only done a few small mods with other people's help.
The thing is you're sharing something for free that you don't have to, and other people don't have to interact with, but they feel it necessary to say that you're ruining BeamNG.
Huh. Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. No. I mean, my thought is, if you don't like it, don't use it. That's that. But that kind of goes in line with stay in your own business too. Like, if you're just enjoy life, do your thing.
I try not to let it bother me too much. Because as every YouTuber has always ever said in the past, the bigger you get, the more just nonsense hate you'll get.
Really.
So as it started to happen, I was like, oh, okay, this is what they were talking about. All right, I'll just ignore it.
We've reached that stage, kind of thing. Very cool.
Yes, I'm famous enough to be hated for no reason now.
Status achieved. Well, have you made it into the server yet?
I'm 7 of 9 at 60%.
Okay, no, you're good. I'll just go ahead and explain the
incredibly
rules.
slow download server.
Well, we do have a lot of people in it. Pio here is one of the drivers, and big shout out to Pio for setting up these servers, hosting these servers. Him and I have recently partnered to have some more servers. So if you see any more extreme plays servers, that's what's going on. But he's an incredibly generous guy that's just allowed all of this possibility with, I guess, his own server hosting stuff. But have you seen much Formula Drift?
Me?
Yes. Sorry, film it.
We don't really get much American stuff over here in Australia, but I have been a part of drifting in Australia in the past,
Okay.
and I like Australian drifting. I don't really fully get why America is seemingly deemed to gamify it, and for some reason reward going wide on corners.
Interesting.
That is so peculiar.
What is Australian drifting like? Is it more about the inner clip, or is it just the tandems?
Yeah, you just take a corner like you normally would. You would go
The racing line.
wide, take the apex, and then yeah, take the racing line.
Huh.
It's so weird that you reward going wide. I get that it's incredibly technical and probably harder to do though.
Yeah.
Because if you wash wide on an apex, that's a little bit unfortunate. You wash wide while being wide, that's gonna fuck you up.
Yep, that's exactly right. And we're gonna see a lot of that tonight. So we're gonna have you as a judge, and you're gonna help judge these drivers on whose advances, who doesn't, as well as kind of give them a score in qualifying. And so for you and for maybe the rest of the audience, how this Formula Drift battle setup goes is you have a lead car and a chase car, or lead driver and a chase driver. The lead driver's goal is to stay online and fill the painted zones. The chase driver is just their goal is to follow the lead driver as if that is their line. And so it's pretty simple, but what happens is you have the lead car and the chase car, they do their stuff, and then they switch roles. And then the chase driver will lead and the lead driver will chase. And you kind of judge which driver did better, which driver succeeded in their duties better. And yeah, and then qualifying, it's a kind of a score out of 10. It's gonna be a solo run. Just one driver on the track. They'll do their run, trying to fill their zones at the best they can, and we'll give them a score out of 10, and that will kind of help set up the bracket. Yeah, any questions on how that would flow?
No, I get it.
All right, JDQ, do you got full understanding?
Yes, I do.
Sweet, sweet. Let me go ahead and bring in Tess too. I had muted you, Tess. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. There you are, Tess. You should be live with us.
That's hilarious. I was trying to figure out why I would I was like, oh.
I'm so sorry.
Am I not being responded to?
So Tess was originally going to just be our announcer. And then Hector unfortunately had to drop last minute. He was going to be our judge. And so Tess is going to kind of pull double duty and announce the Formula Drifting and as well as judge. I guess we should do a full disclaimer. You do know Shift Tab, who's also in the field of drivers. Are you able to see through that and judge fairly?
I may judge against him.
Okay, that works for us too. Shift Tab might be the best driver in this field, so he's going to have a lot of work to do to overcome not only competition but also his fiance. So congratulations to you too.
Thank you.
So it looks like we're just about ready to get started here.
I was gonna say yesterday in chat, you heard me. I was not being kind to that man.
No, you're quite actively rooting for anyone but him, which is pretty funny. It was encouraging for the rest of the lobby. For
Ord
sure.
is still my favorite, and Shift says that he's improved a lot today. So let's go, Ord.
Awesome, awesome. We'll have to check out Ord and his vehicle. Ord, quick kind of debrief on him. He, I guess I think he drifts in real life. He definitely drifts in other games, but this is his first, I guess technically second day ever playing BeamNG, or at least drifting in a serious way. So he was a little nervous to actually join the competition, but he said, "No, you'll be fine," and then he started just absolutely destroying us. He is on wheel and in VR, so the drivers have no limitations on if they can play with controller or wheel. Doesn't matter. He's chosen the wheel and VR setup, so that should be fun to watch. And go check out his channel as well if you're interested in seeing his point of view. And I think I don't want to end practice early. I wanted to give him until 8:30 before having them start their qualifying.
I want to say one little thing.
Absolutely.
You talking a lot about this drifting over the last couple of days has made me think, if I can figure out a velocity directional vector, I could create an auto drifting mod.
Really? Like an
What?
AI
mean,
drifting?
No,
Technically, yeah.
all I have to do is just like say, hey, go this direction, just like with a mouse, keyboard, steering wheel, or whatever,
Huh.
and it would just drift.
Huh.
I know all the
That's
information in the
actually
back
pretty
end.
damn cool.
Well, that's a great segue to bring in Tristan. Tristan is going to be our I don't know what you'd call it, our producer, our eye in the sky. He's the one that's always got my back. Um, Tristan, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us about yourself.
Well, yep. I'm Tristan, or not that guy in most games. Yeah, I've joined BeamNG not too long ago, actually, probably like 3 months now. Joined the Raceless on the career overhaul, and been just into the more Lua / backend coding of the mod side on BeamNG, and other than that, just software dev. Don't do anything crazy.
So what Tristan doesn't tell you is he does just about everything in BeamNG, also on wheel in VR, including coding, including testing. I feel like you almost live in that, which is super cool to think about.
Yeah.
Very cool. Let's see. Anything else we wanted to go over? Let me review my notes real quick.
While you're reviewing your notes, oh, go ahead. You're good.
Me? Oh, I got nothing else to say. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Is so
Are you not? Oh, that's right. You're not able to hear them. He can't hear the drivers, guys.
I do
Yes,
say
practice
that I think
ends at
everyone
8:30.
everyone is gonna
But
have to
what I
reset
was
their
going
vehicles.
to ask
I'm sorry.
is, gosh, I don't remember now. I got distracted. That is entirely my bad.
But yeah,
I
good call.
will say I'm pretty sure everyone is gonna have to reset before the event starts because there's quite a few people that's mangled on my screen.
Yeah,
Agreed.
we'll have to resync up.
You
For
know,
sure.
you can tab to their cars and reset on your side, right?
What?
What?
Really?
Really?
Have they
Hold
changed
on,
that?
So
No,
I'm gonna
I never
try
tried.
this now. So I'm just gonna take King Sheep right here because he's right here. I'm just gonna start pulling shit off of his car on my screen, and then I'm gonna tab to him and reset, see if it works.
Dude, you're pulling stuff off real time. I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if it works.
Poor King Sheep.
I was gonna say King Sheep is
No.
looking rough.
It works.
Maybe on your
Thank
screen.
you, Philman. I did not know that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, as I said, it resets it on your side. So
That
for
is
you,
cool.
it'll look refreshed.
Oh.
It's important for video making. A lot of the times, if something gets damaged on your side and you're trying to maybe like watch them do a hot lap or whatnot, and all it is just like a crumpled up tin can, you just quickly reset that, and oh, yep, that's what they look like.
Okay, nice.
Desync
cool.
is real in this game.
Yeah, and
It
that will
is.
play a role in our drift competition. And on that note, judges look for are they on the right line? Do they have a lot of angle? Are they carrying good speed? But do give some grace with desync. At the end of the day, judges, it's your score, it's your vote. There's not going to be a whole lot of argument against it. So you will be the deciding factor on who wins the competition and prize car, which we'll bring out in a little bit. But right now, I want to go ahead and show on screen our drivers for today. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Let's see. Should work. All right, so in the field today, we have Pio, Shift Tab, Darth. I think Darth Z did not make it yet. He may make it.
Darth is in the call. He's not in here though. I think he's probably downloading the packet.
Okay, so Darth might show up.
Yes, I'm downloading.
Okay, welcome, Darth.
Hello, guys.
Thanks for joining us. I'm gonna go ahead and have you muted with the other drivers, but we'll do introductions in just a bit. Awesome, we have a full field with us, as well as Ordiniluk. I'm getting better at it. We call him Ord around here. Cappuccino, King Sheep, myself, and Ginger Plays. And I don't think I missed anybody. So I
I'm
think
just gonna take a wild guess and say that's Ordinalock.
Ordinalock. That makes more sense.
That's what I would
Lock
think.
is good.
All right, so let's go ahead, drivers. Go ahead and I guess let's just line up in the middle of the track, and we'll go through each driver, do a little bit of introduction, and then we'll get started with our qualifying.
I'm
Well,
spawning
Nico
over
is
here
not in
back
the
by
list.
Tristan.
Oh,
Since
Nico's not in the list.
Tess
Thank you.
has better commentary while she's following, and me and her can just bounce stuff off of each other.
It's okay. Yeah, we can gossip. It's fine.
All right, you guys take away driver introductions. I'm gonna go ahead and get my car to the line if I can find it. Oh, there's so many
Alright,
cars.
everybody's starting to line up nice in the middle. Maybe.
Trying to. Couple people's just out wherever they feel like it.
We are about to do the driver introduction. So if we could
Yeah,
get
we're
lined up in the
getting
middle
ready
real
for
quick.
driver introductions. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
If I can just add, this is so exciting.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I've been talking about it all day.
Awesome, awesome.
Everybody at work
Not
thinks
me.
I'm some sort of weird famous person. I'm like, nah, dude, it's fine. I was just invited.
Nico over there just smashed into Pio.
So let's start from right to left, closest to the judges stand and stands. We have the black Barstow. I don't have drivers' names.
So that's not Nico.
That's not Nico. Okay, not Nico does not have a mic. But go ahead, I'll let you. Well,
He said that he has nothing really to say for the introductions. I asked him earlier in the chat, and he says, "No, I'm good."
well, cool. Well, welcome, Nico, our last-minute contender. I think you're last to the field listing.
He has made one comment. He says that's the reason for my not Nico, not have Mike.
Gotcha. Love it. And then what's this? Pio here in the car. Let me go ahead and unmute you,
That
Pio.
is the hometown hero, Pio, the host of the servers.
How are you doing, Pio?
I'm doing all right. You guys can hear me all right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Just want to say a huge shout out to Philman, longtime subscriber. Nice to, speak to you. So, hi. I'm Pio.
Hi.
This is my car. Well, actually, this was Raceless's car from last week. So, I'm going to beat Raceless with his car.
You did win that off me.
What?
Yeah, Pio won the Drag and Drive event of our last big film.
In all fairness, Raceless actually won it, but he didn't want to take his own reward.
Oh,
This is true.
That's true. That's
shots
true.
fired.
I will take the pity car. I don't care. I'm still going to beat him with his own car.
It was a
will
close
happen to you
competition.
more and more, Raceless, as time goes on. People will just be like, hey, you know that thing that you did that you tried really hard with? Now I'm going to show you how I can do it better than you.
I get a lot
It
of that.
starts to happen more and more.
I already get a lot of that. Luckily, at this point, a lot of them are also right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what else you guys want me to say, but yeah, that's really all I'm here for today.
No, you're good. And your channel is in the description of the stream. So if anyone wants to go sub to him, he's in the stream.
Oh yeah, the YouTuber thing. Yeah, I run a YouTube channel. Pio does donuts.
Awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, I do YouTube here and there.
And then up next we have, looks like a red 200BX. Who's this?
We've
That's
got
Cap.
Cappuccino Beam.
All right, let me go ahead and get Cap in here. Cap, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Mr. Raceless?
Doing good. Do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little about yourself.
Okay. I'm Cappuccino Beam, the most random Ohioan. I'm here in the race event with my 200BX. Such a beaut, honestly. I'm thankful to be here, honestly. Not always I get to meet unique people. So, thank you for having me here.
Cappuccino, I gotta say, I love the fact that our Ohio is represented.
Yep.
I am also here in Ohio.
Ooh-hoo.
Very nice.
So,
And then
Can I tell a
moving
little
right
about
along,
her?
looks like we have a Burnside here. There's a big blower sticking out. Who's this?
That's King Sheep.
That is King Sheep.
All right, King Sheep, let me get you in here. I pricked the wrong button. All right, King Sheep, how are you doing?
No
I'm
diesel.
alright. How's it going?
Sticking out of it.
How are you doing, King Sheep?
I'm good, man. Just here. How about you?
Doing good, doing good. Can you tell us a little about yourself and maybe your car?
I'm not a very interesting person. I feel a little out of place in this car from the 50s, but I will try to do some sideways shenanigans. And yeah, call this the burn slide. You know, plain words. Yeah, that's about it.
The burn slide, I love it. You know what we should do too? Well, we'll do it in a little bit. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That's a very unique vehicle. And then I think I recognize this 200 BX. Let me go ahead and unmute the man himself.
I was gonna say you should. I'm pretty sure he violated a few of you yesterday.
Shift Tab was showing us how to drift. We thought we knew what we were doing, but Shift Tab, go ahead and introduce us and introduce your car.
So, my name is Shift Tab. I have recently started content creation here on the good old YouTube. This is my 200BX, which I have spent way too much time and money on. V8 twin turbo, the lot, fat old tires on the rear, and I'm here to have a good time.
Awesome. Super excited. Definitely inspired by, I think, Adam LZ's build. At least that's what it speaks to me. Very nice ride. Thank you for joining us. Good luck in today's competition. Let me go ahead and mute you back. All right, and then the green. Is this a green Grand Marshal? I think I know who this one is. Is this Ord?
This is Ord.
Okay, let me find you in the chat, Ord. Let me unmute you.
Towards the top.
Ord, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing fine, and you?
Doing good. So we're representing a lot of continents here. Tell us where you're from and what you brought with us. Brought with you.
Okay. I'm Ornolok. I'm Portuguese. I live and work in France for a couple of years now. I love drifting. When it rains, I have some fun. I'm not gonna lie. And I started out recently with BeamNG because I think it's more challenging than Assetto Corsa and more realistic, maybe. I don't know. I like a challenge, so yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. You're also racing in a wheel and VR, correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And then moving right along, we have this weird red and blue car. I don't know whose this car is. Just kidding. It's my car. I'm Raceless, your host, obviously. This is my twin supercharged Barstow. Making I think 1,000 horsepower or so.
Ooh.
I spent a good amount of time on it.
Loss.
What was that?
Twice the parasitic loss.
Yeah. Well, it's funny too. It's it doesn't make a whole lot of boost either. It's kind of just for show. But it screams loud because we made it sound loud. More for what do you call it? Intimidation than anything else. But here, just to have a good time.
Definitely worked yesterday during practice.
Yeah, it needed a lot of help to get that thing to slide right.
You scared the pants off Pio.
that was fun chasing. And then last but not least, we have this van. Whose is this? Who did we miss?
That's the original Ginger.
The original Ginger. Let me find you, Ginger. Welcome, Ginger Plays. We weren't sure if you were going to make it in time. Glad you made it.
Yeah. So, so you said you had about 1,200 horsepower. I got about 1,400 foot-pounds of torque.
Very
So
nice.
this thing's definitely, so it's a 6.0 diesel.
Okay.
Probably got the most torque out here. And kind of the history on it, it used to be an old police van who hauled slaves in the back of it.
Huh.
Oh.
So this thing has...
Sorry, hold what in the back?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, so got the brightest lights here. Hopefully y'all can see them. Okay, no?
Awesome. Very nice. Thank you for bringing your drift van. Definitely another unique vehicle to the field. So I think we're going to go ahead and get along with qualifying. Is there any last minute questions we have from the judges or hosts or anything for these drivers?
I
think
don't
I'm
think
good.
I do.
Okay. So let's
What
go
about
ahead.
you, Philman?
I'm just gonna spawn myself up in the sky so I can have an overhead view of the track and the
You're good.
something so I can provide some kind of commentary.
Sounds good. So if we can go ahead and have the drivers pull off track, line up single file, we're going to get through this qualifying as quickly as we can.
Let's make sure
we
we
have
repair our
Darth C
cars.
not in the lobby actually.
Oh, that's right. Is Darth C?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're in.
Do you want to go ahead and do your driver interview real quick, Darth?
Let me. I think I might have him muted.
We're also still. No, never
I'm
mind.
give
I gotta
us
say,
one
this new guy's
second.
voice, I'm loving it.
Darth C. Yeah. Nice deep voice.
Darth C, can you introduce yourself again? I had you muted on my side. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I'm Darth Z. I'm just a regular country guy. I love playing sim games. I built a Moonhawk. It's got 378 in there with the supercharger on there. I think it's making like 900 horses.
Oh man,
He's
I
got
love
that
it.
real southern drawl. Where are you from?
Kentucky.
Okay.
I could tell.
All right. I lived down there for about 4 years.
A lot of the South represented in this chat. I love
like
it.
your chicken.
Very cool. Well, thank you for joining us. I don't think you're in the lobby yet, correct? You're still loading in.
I'm in my car. I'm driving there now.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and just jump in the line. We'll have you qualify towards the back, and that way you can have your 2 qualifying runs.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
I'm going to turn most of the show over to Tess, who's going to run through our qualifying. For the live stream, I'll go ahead and be in the air and watch all the drives, and then I'll qualify when it's my turn. But Tess, take it away.
All right. So up first, it looks like we're either going to have Shift Tab or Ginger. One of you two needs to pull up. It's going to be one at a time for qualifying. We're going to do a single. Yes. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't
He did
matter,
say
but
that.
it's either going to be. It's going to be one at a time. So let's figure that
So I
one
guess
out.
Shift Tab's going at
All
it.
right.
No,
Shifty goes
let's
first.
let's not have Shift go first. Let's have
I don't know. He's
not the bar too high.
He's feeling off kilter a little bit today.
He's going first. He's lined up.
Shift says he's struggling pretty hard with lag, so we'll see how this goes.
And I totally
And
forgot I
he
was in charge
is
of the race
definitely
timer.
staying entirely in the zone for the entirety of it. Let's see how his transitions go.
Ooh,
And he
that was a beautiful transition.
He
Nice
definitely made it
run.
through there. We haven't straightened out. We haven't had any real tire outs. And we are good. It was a nice, clean run.
That was gorgeous.
That was really nice. I
Yeah.
will say the initiation was a little shaky, and we do have to judge Shift a little harder than the others. It's because he's British. It's because he's British.
Yes.
So judges, go ahead and give us your score if you have them.
So I was gonna say I'll go last. So
I'm gonna say that was a solid 9.2.
a 9.2. All right, Philman, what do you think?
Well, he was right on the edge and occasionally would dip out of the zone. So that's the only thing I can really kind of say against him. Is this out of 10 as a general thing?
It is out of 10, yes, and you can do
Yeah, then like a
10th
9.5.
A 9.5. Okay. I will split that difference, and the reason for my score is the initiation was a little shaky. I'm pretty sure that was a bit of lag, and then he looked like he could have possibly came out of zone a little bit on the beginning of zone 1.
In my screen, that's what it looked like.
I am gonna go with probably a 9.3 just in case that was lag. We'll go with that.
Awesome.
So
Our
that's
first
a
place qualifier.
9.2. That was a 9.2, 9.3, and a 9.5, correct?
Yep, that's a grand
Yes.
total score of 28.
28. All right, so a 28 on the board for Shift. And it looks like we've got Ginger up next. If Ginger wants to pull up into the burnout box and get his tires warmed up. Yes.
I think you do.
Give me... All right, so if I do want to say to the drivers, the stream can't hear you. So if other drivers could answer the questions for drivers who are asking questions, that would be great. So right now we've got Ginger up, and he's going to go ahead and he's going to go. Do you have your tires warmed up and ready to go?
Let me know when you're ready. All right.
Go when you're good. And let's see. The drift van is going to be incredibly interesting to see. Let's see how he goes with the initiation. All right, the initiation's good. We are out
He's
of...
fully out.
We are out of zone. The transition we straightened out. Unfortunately, this
completely out
is
of the
gonna...
zone.
And with a straighten out, he left drift, so this is actually going to have to be an incomplete 0 score.
Oh, is that for the whole run, not just per corner?
So
Correct,
if
for
you
the whole
straighten
run.
out and you lose drift, the rules, and I'm pretty sure that Raceless was agreeing with this one. If you straighten out or you have 3 tires off of the track entirely, then you are... It's considered an incomplete.
Oh.
That's correct.
Here in Australia, at least we used to, if it was per corner. But I suppose it's just a whole thing. All right.
Gotcha. Yes. So it is an incomplete run. So the run is scored as a whole. Now, granted, each individual clipping point, each individual zone is going to have its own sections and everything else.
Fail.
However, if you do straighten out, it's not considered a full drift run.
All
right. It looks like we have not Nico up. Nico, go ahead and pull yourself on up into that burnout box and get your tires all nice and toasty. Let's see how we can go. I gotta say, I'm loving the color scheme of Nico's car.
That is a nice scheme. I do like that. All right. Looks like Nico's ready, so we're going to go ahead and start the timer.
Let's go. I appreciate you doing that because I would forget to do it every single time.
I got you.
It looks like we are working on a transition into...
That was a shaky entry. Coming out of corner 1.
It's okay, we've got a whole time.
Oh!
That would also be considered a 0 incomplete. So a full spin out is also considered an incomplete. Bowman, we gotta get you up on FD. You're like, I like my Australian drifting.
I am not a drift person.
Australia
I'm more
#1.
of a drag race.
Fun fact, I only just started watching FD last year, but the autism makes me a very encyclopedic person.
Fair enough.
See, I say I'm not a very good drift person, but I unintentionally built a wicked 6-door drift truck.
All right, we've got King Sheep in the burnout box, getting him up onto the line. Let's see what he can do for this.
All right.
All right, King Sheep. We are starting the timer. Let's see how the old 50s car rolls. Hopefully with the style it shows. Get her going. Nice. Okay.
He's bumping the wall a little bit there, it looks like. Still got left the drift zone a few times. Coming out of corner 1.
Oh, out of the zone. That was
Oh,
straighten
I
up on my
sped
screen.
out. Oh no.
So that looks like a no score. However, we do have 2 rounds of. We do, in fact, have 2 rounds of qualifying, correct, Raceless?
That is correct. Yep.
Okay, so
everyone
everybody's
gets a
going to get a
second chance.
second chance.
Yep.
Ord, if we could get you up into the burnout box, it's coming up to be your turn. Guys, as soon as somebody finishes their run and they get past you, go ahead and pull up into that burnout box.
Can I suggest,
No.
because we're not all top-level pros here, can we have a more forgiving system of rating per corner?
I think we can definitely implement that.
So, like, if there's going to be 4 corners, wait, no, how many times do we go around? We go around twice.
Well, there's
so
5
you lose
major
50%
zones.
if you fail 1 corner.
You lose what if you fail 1 corner?
Yeah, if you fail 1 corner, you lose 50%. So we could, is that amenable?
So say it's like a perfect 10 run, otherwise you would get a 5. Is that what you're saying?
If you fail 1 corner and then the other one you do well in, you only get
Oh,
judged
okay.
half the points.
So for like maybe half the track, 1 half and the
Yeah.
second half. I like that.
So
Let's.
I think we can do that.
For fairness,
Okay.
though, let's implement that on the second round of qualifying.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Thank you for that idea.
So whenever it comes down to that, I'm just gonna have to get a better explanation. But looks like Ord is ready to rock and roll. Okay, so someone already started the timer. Okay, I was getting
Let's
ready to do that.
All right, Ord is going in. His initiation is fairly clean. He
Ooh,
does bonk the
that
wall,
was
but
a
he
good
stays.
entry.
Oh.
Oh, he's
Alright.
straight in the.
A lot
Oh, that's
of zeros on these first runs.
Might just be a shake-up bracket.
Yep.
One thing I will say
Alright.
is, from what I've heard, let's
You're
have
up, Kyle.
Shift and
Come
Shift
on
and
into the
Ord on
burnout box.
opposite sides of the bracket.
Oh, for lag purposes.
Yeah.
Kyle with the big cloud of smoke right there doing a burnout.
Alright, Pio, the hometown hero server holder.
Let's see what he got. Let's get the
He's
timer
got
rolling.
it.
I got faith in Pio.
Pio's got this. Let's go, Pio.
Just don't choke.
No choking. Alright.
Ooh,
Okay,
that-
filling in that zone
nice.
entirely. Let's go.
Nice.
A little bit of a decel there, but he got it through. Good transition. That
Ooh,
was
that was a good
beautiful. That 0
transition.
ping is really showing right now.
That is. He bonked
it
the wall a
going
little
and
bit there, but he
drift.
kept it going.
There we go. One last final zone to fill out, and he went through. I
That
would
was
say that was
beautiful.
clean.
That was very clean.
That one, I would probably, just because of the couple of bonks where he almost straightens, like almost entirely, I would put that at like an 8.9 personally. What do you guys say?
So coming out of corner 1, what I did notice is he started to come towards the outside of this track line right here. Along with the wall bonk, I would have to give him a 9.0.
A 9.0. Okay, Philbin, about you?
The bonks were pretty horrendous. I'm having to watch through Raceless thing because I'm not in the server yet. It looked
Oh, that's
pretty
right.
bad to me. I'm gonna give like an 8. Because he
An
was also
8?
not fully in the zone in the
Oh.
first corner as well. He was out of it for a lot of it.
Okay. I was
Tough-
gonna say on our
tough
end it
crowd
looked
with
like
the
it, but
judges
again,
today.
it all depends on your perspective and your ping. So we've got a 8 even, a 9 even, and an 8.9. What does
Alright.
that put us to, Raceless?
So 25.9 secures second place for Bio. Not a lot
Let's
of
go,
not a lot of
Pio.
numbers to climb
I told you
over.
I believed.
All right, Cap, let's get you.
Cap, have you done your
tires warmed up
burnouts?
here. He has.
Beautiful. If you want
Oh,
to
Alright,
go
he
I'm
ahead.
has not
finally
yet.
in
He's
now.
doing it now.
I'm sorry, I totally forgot you hadn't been in yet.
All right, Cap, get
All
ready.
right.
Good
I
luck.
have a bit of
Timer's
ping.
going now.
As A lot of us apparently do. I don't even know what mine is. Oh, I have a good amount of ping. I'm in Ohio. What? All right, he did an okay.
Oh, that was a rough entry. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
that
that was
entry.
Sync or what, but that was. It looks like he's straightened out on mine.
He
Yeah.
has fully straightened. This is unfortunately going to end up being an
Oh,
incomplete. I am curious to
a
see what the
rough
rest of
run
this
for
run looks
Cap.
like, though, because of the
Yeah.
new qualify round. And let's just remind drivers that if we say it's an incomplete, that does not mean stop driving. You are going to have a second run of it.
It does look like Cap is having trouble getting that car to go sideways.
A little bit, yeah. But I will say, if it weren't for the zones aspect, for the most part, he looked okay.
He
Other than
did,
the fact
but
that he did incomplete.
it's to get it initially sideways is what looks like what's giving him issues. Good lord, words are hard today.
That's okay. English is always hard. English EXE does not want to function. All right. Up next in the burnout box, we
Okay.
have Darth Z. Let's see, Z. You were a very late entry. You came in yesterday through the chat.
Nope.
Not disqualified, but like that was a fail run. You got no points for that.
All right, Z. Good luck. Timer's going now.
Let's see. And
Let's see what
let's
he
see
got.
how he initiates. I will also give an honorable mention to Pio on his run. He didn't hit the orange barriers this time. I'm very
didn't.
proud of him for that.
Ooh, that was nice. Filling out
Good
the zone.
initiation, filling out the
Straight
zone.
on my screen.
It looked like he almost straightened on mine, but there was still smoke, so he was still running tires.
Yeah,
Ooh, gorgeous transition right there.
that was pretty good.
And
And he spun it out.
that's okay, Darth. Everything else was clean. We will absolutely look at that next run.
All right, is it my turn to qualify real quick?
I
It
think
is.
so. We do have a
Come on
question
down
for you
into the
really
burnout box.
quick, though.
Sure.
Are we able to tweak the car in between qualifying
yes.
1 and qualifying 2?
Yep.
Yes. So, Cap, we are able to tweak the car.
So what are the rules on tweaking? Like, what can you tweak and what can't you tweak?
I'd say just about anything. Maybe you have a really good team and you want to switch motors. I don't know. I don't think we need to restrict that.
I was going to
Well,
say, I
okay.
think we're good because if we go through, like, practices, because we didn't really have a full practice, they just ran a few. If you go through practices on FD and stuff, you're able to tweak the car to the track to see how you like it.
Yep.
All right, Raceless, you ready?
Yep.
Just wanted to mention something quick.
Timer's going
When
down.
you
Good
are
luck.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Let's see what this monster can do. Alright,
Slow coming
and
out the
we have
start.
A
Good
decent
transition to the
initiation.
zone.
He's a little shallow in the zone.
Nicely done.
That was a pretty
filling
good
out that
transition.
Good
zone.
transition.
This is probably.
Oh,
Out of
he's
time.
I
having
was
trouble
about
staying
to
in the zone right
speak. But aside from that fourth zone, for this 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, the fourth zone, I would say that's one of his cleanest runs yet. And it was a complete, so we can score.
Yeah. I give him an 8, I think, because that last zone was pretty bad.
That last zone was
The drifts
pretty
were
bad.
pretty
The drifts were
was. It was
beautiful.
it
I'll
was
give
rough.
it that. He definitely stayed sideways the whole time. He did not straighten, which is huge. I would probably give this an 8.2.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Tess on this one and go an 8.2.
All right. Sorry to not. That was a fun run. It was fun to hear the commentary, but yeah, it definitely fell apart there in the end.
Yeah, that last one was rough, but the initiation and going through all the zones and the transition from the first to the second one was really good.
From yesterday to today, I'm gonna have to say that you looked night and day. It looked really good.
I appreciate
I
that.
think you just
All
need
right.
more power.
Ginger's down in the no shift. Is it? Yeah, it's shift
That's
tab
shift.
again. Sorry, I'm
Alright,
all
let's
I'm
see
like
what
all the
shift
way in the sky
does.
right now. All right, shift,
So-
you ready? Ready or not? Good luck.
Here we go. And we are off the race. We bonked the barrier. Let's see what the initiation looked good.
Ooh, filling out the zones pretty well. He started to get straight for a little bit there, but he
Solidly
recovered it.
in the zone. Almost
both
had a
hit-
third tire
check.
out.
That was close. Beautiful transition.
That was a really nice transition.
That was gorgeous from way up here.
I want him to.
Oh,
Was that a
oh.
third tire?
I don't know. I could not tell because I'm way up in the sky getting an overhead view on it.
I saw them dip
Oh.
a wheel out on the second half of the second zone. Pretty good though, and an almost straighten at the very end, but still a very solid run.
Would you say on that fifth and final zone in like the diagonally lined box area, would you say that he had 3 tires out or 2?
Oh, I wasn't paying that much attention. You're also asking me to remember things.
Okay, so I am probably. I didn't see a third tire. It looked like it could have been. You didn't see a third tire, did you, JDQ?
I could not because I was, which I'm not going to do that again because I didn't get a close look at it, but I was way up in the sky, but I couldn't tell if a third tire was out.
Okay, I'll go
Come
ahead
on,
and
I
say
didn't
that
see
there
it.
was no tire out, so I would give that one. I mean, it was
What's this
fairly.
about tires out in the final zone? Like the striped
Okay.
zone, is there something special about it?
So no, that's just a zone. So
Okay.
the outer lines of the track, so the white and yellow lines, if they dip 2 tires out, they're fine. If they dip 3 tires off of track.
Oh. No, I
They
didn't see
are-
them go beyond the bounds of the track that much.
Okay. Okay, then we're good. But what is everybody's scores then?
I'm going to give them like a 9.4.
9.4, okay.
I was going to say a 9.5.
Because I feel that their last one was probably better than that one. Or am I confusing them with somebody else?
No, that one is the same one. That's the first one
Okay.
that went overall. I'll go ahead and I'll stick with you on the 9.4.
Another 28.
All right. Ginger,
And-
good luck. Ready or not, the timer's going. Let's see
All right,
what
so
you
we're
can
doing
do.
like corner by corner, right?
Yeah.
So don't stop. Ooh, that's good.
That was a good initiation, filling
Great
out that zone pretty
initiation.
nicely.
Oh, out of the zone.
Started to
But
get out of
still
the
down.
zone right there, but he's still in drift. Oh, that was a little rough on
Got
the
a
transition
weeble
there, but he
wobble,
still
but
got
we
it.
didn't fall down.
Oh,
And we finished
And
the
missed
And he
run.
got a complete run.
We
Yeah.
did have a complete run.
Good luck, judges.
I'm going to give him a 7. Because he left the zones both times and missed the last one entirely.
See,
But
with that,
pretty solid. And there was a double transition in the middle.
yeah, but the thing is there's not supposed to be a double transition in the middle.
Oh, you're not allowed to do that?
No, you're supposed to transition from one side to the other.
Well, that discounts different powered vehicles.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely have to have horsepower to play here.
So are we going to call that an incomplete because of a dodgy transition?
I wouldn't
But
call
we
it
would
an
only-
incomplete. I would just dock points because he
Okay.
didn't lose drift.
All right. So dock him a whole point? 6?
Um,
I'd like to. I mean, it's
I
up
would-
to you guys.
I
You
would-
guys judge
I
independently.
didn't know about this double transition thing.
so I would say 1 point is fair. What about you, JDQ?
I would say 1 point is fair.
Okay,
All right.
so you're gonna go with a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will probably hit a 5.7 just because of the zone filling and then that double transition in the middle. He never lost drift. However, it was a little bit messy.
I found his
I'm gonna
entries to
have
be
to say a
pretty good. Early
5.9.
corner was solid.
Early corner was so good. He just couldn't hold it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a 5.9 on this one, but we gotta respect the fact that he had, what does that thing weigh, Ginger? 4,000, 5,000 pounds? Yeah, he was sliding a 4,500 pound van around. So that we gotta give him props for that one at least.
I respect it for sure.
I think once this is over, I'm gonna have to bring out the drift truck and see what it does. But while we're just babbling on, Nico, you want to come into the burnout box?
All right, not Nico without the mic. Not Nico, not a mic. Let's see what he can pull out this time. Once again, he's
Not
only
my
one
car.
of two.
All right.
Only one of
Ready
two
or
with the
not,
giant
good
wing.
luck.
The build looks clean. It looks nice. Let's see what he
It
can do with
does.
it.
I was
In
Okay.
chat, shift tab. Philman has made it in.
Oh, he straightened it out right there in that last corner. But see what
Yeah.
But
he
we're
can do
gonna
for the
keep
rest
it
of
going.
Oh. That's the
Get
second
that last
straight.
corner in.
Oh, that was dodgy.
That third one was an almost straighten, but I'll consider it still in drift because of the
Yeah.
smoke aspect.
That was pretty rough.
That
I'm
did
gonna
look
have to
pretty
go with
rough.
probably a
On my screen is a
4.2.
trike. I don't know how, but
I think I'm gonna have to go with a 4.2.
I would agree on a 4.2. What about you, Philman?
a 3.
A
Because
3?
he failed on the transition
Oh.
pretty hard. Like, not just minorly, but very hard.
But between the
both zones weren't
transition,
particularly
I'm
well
sorry.
filled. Like, straightens are very close that it almost made no difference to straightens. It was a very unrefined run.
And on top of that, the final zone was he went on the opposite side of the track.
yeah, he didn't enter that
Did he?
final zone
Yeah,
until
he
he was
was-
almost
he,
halfway through it.
He didn't enter it. No, not the long zone, the short zone at the very end.
Oh, okay.
He drifted in the opposite direction of the zone. That short
That
zone
is
at
true.
the end.
Better at
He did.
drifting than me.
Oh god, me too. I don't even have a controller. I was trying it on mouse
Same.
and key last night, could not do it.
All I have is a controller, and I still can't drift all that well.
I have a full sim rig, still can't drift.
Oh my. And in
All
this
right,
one,
looks like
we've
King
got
Sheep
King
is
Sheep
ready
in
to
the
rock.
50s car. Let's see how we roll with style today.
I love this Burnside
Good
so
luck.
much. Not sold on the color though.
Let's go.
I am digging this car so much.
Let's see what King Sheep can get done right here.
All right,
Almost
King, you got
bonks the
this.
barriers.
We're rolling it
That was
through.
a nice entry.
Oh, that was a straight on
but
my screen.
That was
There's a
definitely a
couple of
straight
them.
on my screen. There was no
I'm
smoke,
honestly
but let's
almost
keep it going.
convinced that this car is just too heavy to drift. But we're rolling
I think it's just
through
too
it.
long, and he's fully in the zone, but still hitting the wall. Like he's huge.
Oh,
Oh,
and he's done it.
that's
Oh,
gonna be
no.
a 0 for me.
Keep it going, keep it
Make
going.
it going. Oh,
Oh, spun it again. Oh, this is rough. Yeah, Cap, you can go ahead and run to the burnout box.
What, you gonna
since
steal
King
somebody's
Sheep is
video?
done. That was a rough
Alright,
run.
if we could get King Sheep back out into the pit lane zone. And then Cappuccino is already warming up his tires. All right, whenever Cappuccino's ready and done in the burnout box,
Look at those
tires
turbos,
are all
Jitter.
toasty.
What an intake manifold that thing has. Damn.
Yeah, the lack of a hood really shows off everything, doesn't it?
Well, I just got to say
All
that
right,
that's
Cap,
usually
you
a
ready?
plastic intake. So that's either chromed or somebody's made a bespoke metal intake like that, which seems impossible.
All right, Cap.
I love the
Ready or
mention
not,
of bespoke
good
for
luck.
this, though. All right, Cappuccino, let's go the capybara.
Oh, that's a straight on my
Oh,
screen.
That was
That
a
is
And
straight
then
on
wall
my
hit.
screen.
Wall hits aren't too bad as long as it doesn't throw you out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he spun it.
Corner one
Keep it
failed.
going. Keep it going. Every
But we
corner
got the second
counts.
turn.
Every zone counts.
I was just
Capybara,
stuck
you
in
got
gear?
right
this.
there. Decent entry into
Try
that
third
last
gear.
big one.
All right. We did. I think there's something stuck in his steering. I'm not sure. He looks a
On my
little
screen, you're stuck in
off-kilter.
second gear.
Man.
All right, Capybara, bring her home. Judges, what do we think?
I'm sorry,
One.
Cap, but I'm gonna have to say that was about a 1.7.
I was gonna give it about a 2 even.
Yeah. The first corner was a 0 because the straightens. The second corner,
Definitely.
bad entry, bad mid, bad exit. It was. I think there might have also been straightened up on the second corner as well. Not the worst run I've ever seen, but this is a competition.
This is a competition. And unfortunately, as much as I hated
All right,
it, we
Ord.
gotta be a little harsh.
Philman, did you give a score?
Order,
Did I
wanna
miss it?
come into the burnout box?
1.
Okay.
So we've got a 1, a 1.7,
Seven.
and a
Two
2 even,
even.
I think is what I said. All right, we've got Ord in the burnout box. Let's see what this pretty green machine can do. Ord, you're in the wrong
Even
lane,
if it
friend.
lines up.
You need to be in the inside, the lead lane.
What's the points discount for not knowing how to drive a car?
All right, Ord. Good
All of
luck.
them.
Ready or not, because you're about to be ready.
All right, Ord, let's see what we can do with this green machine. Is
With
that
full
pink
metallic
details
paint
or
that you have to
red?
repair each time.
That looks like red.
Honestly,
wheels.
that thing is sexy though, and we're holding it.
Oh, that was a
Okay.
good entry.
It's holding it.
Good entry. He
That is-
started a
Okay,
little
Ord.
outside
That was
of
clean.
the drift zone.
Not in the zone, but it was clean. Well, not
Keeping it
fully in the
going.
zone.
Oh, left the track.
Was that a third tire?
I'm not sure.
That looked like a fourth tire, but most
I
definitely
saw
a
at
third.
Not
least
my screen.
one on. Now
Yeah,
that
Oh,
was a
that
third tire.
That was a third and fourth right there too.
So I didn't see the third tire on the first section. I did see the third tire on the second section go off. Me personally, he had a flawless run besides those two things.
That was.
I would go so far as to say a 7 just for knocking like 2 points off for the tire issue and then just 1 for overall messiness on that last zone.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking between a 6.7 and a 7 even. So I'll go 6.8.
So his first one was pretty darn good, almost entirely within the zone the whole way through. It was the second corner where it got sloppy with the near off track, at least on my screen, on the entry, and then the full off track on the exit. Still pretty decent in the middle of the corner. The first one gets like a 4.5, like out of 5 for the first corner. The second one is going to be like a 2 because it was pretty egregiously out of track. So that's
What, 6.5?
6.5.
Okay, so 7 even, a 6.8 I think, and then a 7 or a 6.5.
It's a 20.3, securing 4th place so far.
All right, let's go Ord. All right, and then we've got Pio in the bright orange. I'm not sure what the cars in this
The
are called, by the way.
hometown hero.
The
Let's roll.
hometown
Good
hero
luck,
server
Kyle.
holder. Let's go with that 0 ping, my friend. All right. He's also got the big wing on there. We've got 3
He had
of
a
them
nice
out there.
entry.
Did we hear that
Filling
turbo,
out that
guys?
zone beautifully.
We're doing well.
This is a good fill out. We've got all 4 tires on until that point, but we only had 2
nice
off
transition.
Whoever's messing with
Nice
their mic,
entry
can you
into
please
that
stop?
second zone.
there. Oh.
Yeah, that's 4 wheels out. Oh.
Keep it up. Do a
Oh.
donut and keep it going. There you
That
go.
hurts to watch, I'm not gonna lie.
Ah, that was painful. That was such a beautiful run, Pio. I'm gonna have to. I mean, aside from that last bit, I don't think there was anything on there. Do you?
I'm going to say that the first corner was pretty darn good. I'm going to give him a 0 on the second one because of the spin. But the first one, he was 3 wheels in for the entire thing and occasionally 4 wheels in. I'm going to give him a 4.5 for the first one and a 0 for the second corner, so that's a 4.5.
So, I'm not gonna give him a full 0 just because of the simple fact I'm looking at it in sectors rather than just the one big swoop and the other big swoop because
okay.
each of those little the diagonal spots, those are also zones.
So there's 5 zones then? All right, well, I'll take a
Correct.
5th of his off then. The second corner was pretty good.
The second, I was gonna say the second swooping zone was really good. The power alley was, I mean, he had a beautiful transition through the power alley. The only spot is that 5th zone that I had an issue with. Would you agree, JDQ?
I would have to say so. He had a beautiful run up until he lost it coming out of that last long zone.
I'm gonna have to give him. Let's see. I'm gonna deduct 1/5 of the total, so let's just go give him an 8.
I'm gonna. So if I gave him a 9, times that by 8.8, which would be 80%. It's 7.2.
I'm gonna
Don't
have
matter.
to say
Okay, 7.2 and 8.
7.9.
You said a what?
7.9.
Okay, 7.9. What does that leave us at, Raceless? You're the one with the calculator.
23.
23.
Did not better his score. He already had a 25.9, so far he's still sitting in 2nd place.
Wonderful.
2 qualifiers left, I might add.
All right, Z, let's see. What points can we put on the board? I believe in you. You got this. We got him
Let's
in the
get the
burnout
timer
box.
ready to go.
We're pulling up to the line, and we've got a very traditional race car livery on there, sitting on
All right,
a
Z.
70s style car.
He does have a really good looking car. I do like that. Let's hope he doesn't. Let's not speak anything into existence.
I was gonna say, don't
Good luck.
don't you start
Here's the timer.
manifesting. All right, Z. In 3, 2, 1. Let's see how you do.
Stalled on my screen.
It
was
looked like
weird.
he did.
That's just cheating. Oh.
Oh, that's
Keep it going.
rough.
Keep it going. Get it back in drift.
Have you broken your
that's
steering?
rough. Oh.
Oh, I think he did.
Oh no.
Are we gonna have to give a full incomplete?
Yeah,
I
that's an
think that's
incomplete,
what it's gonna
unfortunately.
have to be.
BeamNG is brutal like that.
Oh.
That's rough, man.
I might add, can you think of any game that allows for such realism in that regard?
I can't help it because I am from South Louisiana and we are known for the voodoo down here, so it's not my fault, guys.
It is your fault. It's all on you. Really quick.
Is it me or
one
does
more
I think his
honor.
wheels collide with his exhaust occasionally?
Don't worry about that. Don't see that.
Gonna have to dock points for that.
You used to have smaller wheels, then it changed last minute. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say
Okay,
you
so
put
I hit the wrong
22s on
button.
that thing. It did end up being 22s, wasn't it, Race?
Yeah, they're massive. The only way I can get 3 15s or 305s on here, whatever I have.
Ah,
All right, Raceless, you ready?
Yep.
Oh,
Good
if you
luck.
watch his car as well, he's gonna stall out. We had a stall tally going yesterday. Alright.
Alright, we'll tap the
And good
wall.
initiation though.
That was a nice initiative. I do like that.
Alright,
He's
we're filling
three
out
tires
the
out of the
zone a little bit out there, but we've got that zone. The transition was great.
Pretty good.
Nice entry into that last.
Oh, okay.
Nicely
This is
done.
probably one of the
Oh.
cleanest runs I've seen from Raceless. Raceless
was-
completed it.
that
Let's
was
go,
beautiful.
Raceless. All right.
That was very clean. Like,
that
not
was-
fully
that
inside the
was-
zone, but he stayed in him the whole time.
But that was such a competitive run.
Yeah,
Like, that was
pretty good.
such a competitive run. Shoot, I'm at a loss.
I'm gonna go a
I'm gonna have
9.2
to
there.
go.
9.2.
Like, it was up there.
I was gonna go with an 8.9.
I actually might have to say I topped both of you because I think I'm gonna have to give him a 9.4.
Alright. Like, he was well in those zones all the way through. It's just
He was.
not fully in the zone.
All around though, that was
I'm gonna
such
say
a
the shift tab
competitive
did
run.
better. But
Oh, I mean,
that was
But I
clearly
have
one of
to
the top
dock
runs
points.
we've seen.
I have to dock points because I'm carrying his child, so it's fine.
Okay, that's a
You're
score
gonna
of
dock a lot more points after 9 months.
Exactly.
So that's a score of 28 for me. So technically that's a tie for Shift Tab and I. I think Shift Tab gets the #1 qualifier though because he had, if you combined his points, that is higher than what I had.
We have also the option to do one more like by-run shootout there.
We could do a 1v1.
Rescore ya.
Up to you, judges.
I think
Let's
we
see,
do
do
a
we
1v1
wanna do a-
with Shift
If
Tab
this
and
is just
Raceless.
qualifying, does it really matter?
Well, that's true. Let's just say we
I
stick them on
honestly
at the
wanna
top
see those
of
two go at
opposite
it.
sides of the bracket.
Yep, that sounds good.
Sure.
Awesome.
Alright.
I think that can work.
So
And for lag purposes, let's make sure that Ord and Shift are on opposite sides too. So Ord needs to be on Raceless's side.
okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and start building out this bracket. Also take a little break. Judges, if you need to take a little break, this is a great time to do so. Drivers, you have a little bit more practicing you can do. The track is open for practicing. We'll be back. Drivers, you probably have, 20, 30 more minutes of practice. We're going to do one more segment after this short break, but thanks for watching everyone so far.
Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm just across the country from you. I can't imagine the ones that are in another continent.
There was some real skill and some real lack of skill on display there.
All right, since we're on a
Great
little bit of a
spectrum.
break right here, I'm gonna bring out the ridiculous 6-door truck that I built specifically for drag racing. It just so happens to drift.
Also, if you're going to be going head to head, your speed is way down, so they're just going to pull away from you, which is going to be bad for your points. You probably need to be in higher gears.
You're in.
Oh, you're not disqualified. You just you
Qualified
qualified poorly.
Nope.
I don't think so.
You also
We'd have
got.
to
You also
wait
did get
for.
points. No, everyone's in. No one disqualified.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you all make it in. You just this is where you qualify into the bracket. Raceless is building that out right now. Hey man.
That sounds like there could be a short between the steering wheel and the driver's seat.
Are you holding your handbrake all the time? I don't know. That's at least what.
Do you have the right tires on?
Yo. What'd you say, Ginger? I'm sorry.
Saying that people are having computer performance issues, so despawn cars that are not currently racing. Unfortunately, that does mean.
No, I did not explode.
BRB.
I just realized that I have forgotten to look at chat in Raceless's stream this entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine on my screen. You go first. So keep in mind, I am not a drifter, so there's no telling how this is going to turn out. Call it when you're ready.
Alright, let's see. The top 5 are super close together on points.
Or it's flexing a little bit while in VR, only using 50%.
Oh, that was me. That was unintentional. You do see the size of this truck, right? It takes a lot of space to get it sideways.
Oh god, what am I even looking at now?
I will state that this is time for drivers to be practicing their runs before the actual thing, so let's go ahead and keep some etiquette on track.
Yeah, I just deleted my truck.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that. It's everybody's running through all at once.
I just wanted to bring it out for bring it out on the track one good time, just to see how it handles out there.
Oh yeah.
Which, in all actuality, for the size of the drift zones, that truck is just entirely too long.
The size of the track rather than the zones.
But yeah, I built that truck on the auxiliary 6-door long bed, I think it. No, the auxiliary upfit 6-door frame. So it's basically the longest D series you can build.
So I've gotta say, Ginger, what made you bring a drift van?
Cheap V8. Yeah, why waste time dreaming about what car you could have when the vehicle you do have already has a V8?
All
Absolutely, man.
right, let's keep this to 2 at a time. We are not getting proper practice in. You guys are about to do official runs here in a few minutes.
It looks like you just spun out there too. Nico and Ord got it going right there, though.
I was gonna say Nico and Ord
They're
look
closing in on Cap.
good.
Those two are running very well together. There could be some strong competition.
That's what we're hoping for.
Let's
I'm
see what
also-
Z and
Looks a
Ginger
little
got.
brutal, but
Oh dear.
Right, y'all go
I'm
for it.
also gonna give a funny honorable mention. My 10-year-old son, sitting on the computer next to me, watching what we're doing as we're all doing this.
Nice. I'm just sitting here eating Popeyes like a fatty.
You know what? That's relatable. Do you have a chicken sandwich?
I do not. I just got 8 legs, you know. But then again, someone who lives in South Louisiana eating Popeyes is kind of sacrilegious in my opinion.
Okay. There's actually a funny thing about Popeyes.
stereotypical.
Popeyes doesn't exist anywhere else in the world except for America. And to non-Americans, it seems like it's a parody of something like KFC. So when Little Nicky came out, it was a fantastic film because we thought we were just watching a parody of KFC, like making a joke of KFC. Wouldn't that be funny if KFC did this?
that's crazy.
Most Australians thought that Little Nicky was a freaking fantastic film. And I will say that it's aged better than a lot of his other films. And then to learn that Popeyes is a real thing does detract a little bit, but it's still a funny film.
I am gonna give you a fun autistic fact really quick, Philman.
Sure.
Popeyes is actually in 34 countries, I think it is. 35.
So
It is.
it may
is.
have one stall in a few different places, but it doesn't really exist in other countries. It may be in Australia,
Oh.
but it doesn't really exist here.
That makes sense. It's not on every. It's not in every city,
That's
huh?
fair.
Yeah,
The
most
UK
people
has
have never heard of it.
36. the UK has 36.
Interesting.
Ah,
So let's go ahead and jump back into the action.
so most American fast food places fail here in Australia. Carl's Jr. recently came to South Australia. Its food was mid and not well priced. It was quite expensive, and they recently
Same
just
here.
shut down.
You mean
Really?
knockoff Hardee's?
What?
Knockoff Hardee's. That's what Carl's Jr. is.
I don't know
It
what Hardee's is. But yeah, no,
Hardee's
the
is
food
the
was not good.
original.
All right. So, real quick, Philman, can you join me? Go ahead and press. Go to the map and go to. Where is it?
Oh, okay, yes.
Go to dun dun
Road
dun.
Track 1.
Road
How do I
course.
bring up the map?
M.
Road Course 1.
No, it's not working for me.
Oh, Ginger just attacked.
I can just click map. There we go.
Okay.
So what are we looking for?
Road course 1. Go ahead and quick travel there.
Road.
So if y'all want a judge's professional opinion, y'all should be practicing
This is on
drifting in
DC.
tandems because that's what y'all are about to be doing here shortly.
Yeah, good point. On that note, I did post in the driver's Discord chat the bracket, so you can take a look at it. You might want to practice tandeming your competition or maybe your future competition. Depends on how you want to strategize that. But if I could also get the judges, test you as well, to come over to Road Course 1, or
I'm watching
actually...
Cappuccino Beam's car. Is that correct?
Okay.
so actually, you're going to
let's-
spawn in your own car. If you
That's
could
the map.
spawn in a base model SBR4 in blue. DCT.
All-wheel drive or?
All-wheel
Okay.
drive, yep.
Road
Oh, okay,
course
so not the
one.
base model.
Quick
So-
travel.
Oh, maybe not then. Yeah, it's the like dark blue one with the DCT.
Oh, no, that's rear-wheel drive.
Oh. Okay, well, that's fine. Just do that one. I always thought it was on-wheel drive.
Which one would you like? Can we have some quiet? Which one would you like me to do? The rear-wheel drive, which is blue, the rear-wheel drive red, or the all-wheel drive white?
Rear-wheel drive blue, please.
Rear-wheel drive blue. Okay,
Yep.
DCT or manual?
DCT.
I've been disconnected.
Oh.
I also got disconnected.
That's not a good sign.
I am somehow still connected.
So if we can keep all the
I'm still
drivers
here.
over on at the drift track,
I'm relaunching the game.
it shouldn't be the same kind of time to take. It shouldn't take the same amount of time to get back in. Now that's all downloaded. Who's on my car? Who's this?
That would be me.
Oh, you're authorized. That makes sense. Thanks.
I am authorized.
Doesn't mean since you don't really have a car or anything, it's fair.
I technically do. It's back at the track.
Oh.
I think you did at the beginning.
You probably did forget. And whenever we was introducing the judges, I just totally missed it because I was on the phone with my mother.
You're good. So, to introduce this segment, this is our guest star in a base SBR, similar to Top Gear Grand Tour's Reasonably Priced Car Challenge. So, our guest here, Philman, is going to take the SBR out on an out lap first, and then do 2 hot laps. So, have 1 warm up lap, then 2 hot laps. He will get a time on the board, and we will record that time. Sometimes I think there's some desync involved, but we'll go with whatever time is on my screen. And we will place you on your leaderboard. Every guest star we have will kind of race against each other for times, and kind of have a little, I don't know, competition between all the guests. So just wait
I
on.
love that.
So I'm the first one?
You're the first one, which means you have an extremely high chance to hold first place for at least a week.
Wow.
Up to you, though.
I'm just having a little bit of
Just
connection
until
issue.
Shift is the
Oh, there we go.
just until Shift is the guest star, right?
Who? I guess I can get out of my. I can go first. Oh, there we go. I have a helmet. Ha! I have glasses too. That's funny. Forgot I did that.
I wonder, is my character in this game a server?
Did you customize your bicycle or your unicycle?
Do you not watch my channel?
I haven't seen that episode. I'll put it that way. I do watch
Oh.
occasionally. Honestly,
Oh.
when I saw your
I
goodbye,
stand myself.
I mean, wait.
I put
my
myself in the
gosh.
game.
I don't know. Okay, no, I did see that, or at least I saw some of it. I don't know if it'll work. I feel like it has to be a mod, and I don't think that would work in this. But we'll see.
Let's have a look. If I just get... Oh, I can't even get out of my car.
Press F?
Oh, weird.
Huh.
All right.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and tab over.
This snowman got some serious hops to him. Good lord.
All right, and when you're ready, Philman, we'll go ahead and get this going.
So do I get the 5 laps, or do I only get 1 lap?
So you'll get 2 hot laps and 1 out lap. So if you want to go and pull up to that line, there's a line up ahead. Feel free to adjust any of the electronics and pick whatever driving mode you want. So that line right there, if you want to go and stop, back up a little bit. It's a little finicky. We're trying to add a light system at the last minute, but we haven't got it quite working. All right, so now you're staged. You can go at any time. So you're gonna do 1 hot lap, or sorry, 1 practice, out lap or whatever, and then your full lap, full 2 laps. It looks like he's choosing a manual mode. Going to this first tight hairpin. Nice and
Went a little
smooth.
slower around the hairpin, but it was very smooth here.
Yep, I think he's being exploratory would be the word.
I also
Hey,
can't
now
see
that we're
around the
good.
rear view vision mirror. It's blocking like a large
Oh, you
portion
missed
of my
that.
vision. Oh, a left.
Yep.
What the hell is this layout?
We haven't ordered the barriers yet. The barriers haven't arrived yet. They're still shipping.
They're still shipping.
Hold on. I might
Can
have
you
to go to
see-
like an external view. Cause,
Are you
yeah,
on a
that-
wheel or on controller?
I'm on a wheel.
Oh, okay, very cool.
And he's in VR.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes, I say, whoa.
Another one?
Never mind.
Another one.
I was thinking someone else who was playing in VR. I'm sorry.
Alright. We reversed and made it all the way back onto track.
This is why we have a sight lap. Looks like it's flat out through there. Hard on the brakes.
There we go, on the brakes, making it through the two. I mean, they're not really hairpins, but.
So he held a gear a little bit there, but that could have been lagged. Hard to tell.
It was lag.
Okay.
We'll go with lag for his sake.
Oh, the brakes on that thing are sure nice.
Alright.
Slid.
I'm just
I
gonna
was
call
gonna
those
point
the
out-
squares.
If you're trying to do the reasonably priced car thing,
Mhm.
this is not going to be a reasonably priced car. This is, I think it shows like $40-something thousand, and that's like 2011 prices.
True.
Alright.
I was expecting
these are
something
gonna
like
be
Covet.
his hot
Okay.
laps.
Oh, and he goofed it.
It's okay. He still has a whole nother lap after this.
Alright.
And it's also a brutal car to
Ding,
drive.
ding, boo.
Well, I can't. I haven't tried it on the wheel, so I can't imagine
I
with
did.
the feedback.
The SPR is just a notoriously bad car for handling.
Huh.
Did you
Honestly,
not
that
know
makes this challenge more fun.
No, I haven't. I honestly rarely use it though, too, to be honest.
Yeah, because
I
it's a
would
garbage car. It is so hard to use.
Let's see if we
I think my
remember
car's a
this
little bit
turn up
damaged.
here this time. Hey,
Yeah.
we made the
I'm just
we
gonna
made the
quickly
U-turn.
reset my car.
That works.
Alright, we are approaching the end of track. We've got a few more turns.
I think I'm about halfway through.
I think you're over halfway. Oh no, you are about halfway. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never seen this track, so.
Me either.
I've used this track before, but not much. Not this layout.
Alright, we made that 90 well. We're going into the square. Made the square. Into the tight sweepings for the end. And now we have one final hot lap. Let's see if we don't crash or miss turns this time.
Tricky corner there.
Alright. Let's go into the hairpin. The hairpin looks good. Made it through, no incidents. Honestly, this lap is looking to be a much better lap.
Well, yeah, I haven't spun yet.
This might be the fastest lap in existence yet so far.
Maybe. Who would have thought? Alright.
Somebody is ferociously drinking something.
We might just be making an
Sorry, that might be my
entire-
background noise.
We might. Go around that one into the final square and then around the sweeping turns. I can't even call that a chicane. Alright, and so what time are we approaching as he comes to the close of this lap?
All right, across the line. Your
How'd
time.
that go?
Let's see what kind of time you got.
Your
All right,
time.
where am I on the leaderboard?
Philmin 86 is a
You
1
gonna do the
minute.
thing where you like slowly move it up the.
Yeah, I wish I could. I could use the camera, or let's go to the right side. Your time was a 1 minute, 31 seconds, 58.686, which is our #1 time on the Grand Detour. Congratulations.
If you're not first, you're last, but in this case, you're both.
We're going to round you up. We're going to go with 69.
Yeah, magic number.
Hey, welcome back
That's
in,
a funny
Crawlspace.
number.
I just saw that Crawl was in here.
Yeah, we need to talk to chat here for just a little bit. We'll give the driver some more time and kind of connect with chat a bit. How's everyone enjoying the stream so far? Let me go ahead and get back to my...
I think you've got a fantastic guest.
What was that?
What'd you say, Philman?
Oh, I said, I think you've got a fantastic guest.
I know, I am pretty great, aren't I?
I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
JDQ, you're a regular. You're far from a guest.
Look, I got recruited into this yesterday.
Too fun.
I know I'm a regular. I just had to talk my shit.
Alright, so let me go get my car back in position. Let me find chat real quick. So yeah, we got 8 concurrent viewers at the time. We had a few more before, but thank you for watching. Crawlspace says the stream is solid, super smooth, great audio, and great commentary. Thank you, Crawlspace. I definitely agree with you. We had some great commentary going on. Thank you, Tess. Thank you, judges, for all you've done so far. I will say that's been some fantastic judging.
Been doing most of the commentary. I'm just adding stuff in here and there.
She sure has.
I know how to talk.
I do too. Like I
learned quite young.
I have to talk with customers every day, and there's like at least 10 of them a day that I do.
My dude, I'm in sales.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
sorry. I'm in termite control. So
I'm in YouTube. That explains the voice. See, I would have never
so I
guessed.
gotta do a lot of it.
I will say, Philman, your voice is like perfect for YouTube, for commentary. The way you do your inflections. Did you always talk this way, or is it something you developed?
There is a little bit of development going on with my internet persona, but I've always been told that I have a face for radio, so I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Wait, a face for radio? Is that kind of a backhanded comment there?
It's an insult. No, it's just a straight up insult.
You know, I'm naive enough that I would have taken like, oh, thanks, I should go do radio, and never thought about it.
I have a face for radio.
Oh my god,
Awesome.
Especially now that I look like I'm freaking 12 because I had to shave my face for a respirator fit test this week.
Dude, I hate it when I have to shave my face.
Eyebrows and everything? Yikes.
Plucking the eyelashes?
Well, okay, eyelashes is plucking. That's a whole nother story.
That one gave you the heebies, didn't
Yeah,
it?
or not eyebrow plucking. That's long story short, I plucked a few and I stopped. It's unpleasant.
I'm not gonna be doing that.
I got
No,
to
thank
ask though, Philman, really quick, do you mess with your mic settings at all?
Not really, no. This
Okay.
is, I mean, it's just a good microphone. I can go deeper as well if I need to.
All right.
All right, save.
And then, if I want to be really hyperactive, I can do that as well.
It doesn't even like break our ears. That's impressive.
It doesn't. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't clip. What mic do you have?
That is impressive.
A very cheap studio microphone, and then going through a deck.
Okay, okay.
Because it's phantom powered, it needs to go through a deck.
No,
So like
no
right now,
compressor or anything.
I have the Shure MV7. I want the oh shoot, what's the one above this one that's an actual studio mic? Because this one's one of the ones that can be USB or XLR, and I've got it XLR right now.
I wish I had, because there are really good Shure microphones as well. I hate having to run through a deck. It's just extra clutter, and I've already got like a bazillion cables laying around.
See, I went without the deck. I went with the USB for the longest time, and I just recently got the deck when I rebuilt my PC this year, and I love it. Of course, I did do the typical girl thing of getting the cute one, but it has color changing lights, friends. You can't
Ooh.
pass it up.
Very nice.
I hate RGB.
See, like right now, I
see-
have y'all on Discord on my
See,
phone. I'm just using
You
my
say you have.
earbuds.
You say you have autism. I also have autism, but I also have ADD. So anything in my
I
peripheral will
have
distract me,
ADD
and
as
RGB just kills me.
Oh, see, here's the thing. Is I have all of mine on static. So like
Even still, just lights in the corner of my eye. I hate it.
my deck is Shift actually changed it to pink. I had it on rainbow, but Shifty changed it to pink. My PC lights are a black and white Tron mojo kind of thing.
Nice.
So it's all pretty like basic, and my deck's lights are very like diffused through a brushed silicon. So none of it's distracting. My monitors are way too bright to make it any kind of weird.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't have no fancy microphone like that. You know, I'm just, right now just using my gaming laptop, and the few videos I have on my channel, all I did to get the audio of me talking was I had a set of USB-C earbuds that I plugged into my laptop, and then I just went into OBS and changed it to that for the audio output or input or whatever. And that's how I get the audio of me talking in my videos.
To be honest, if you're entertaining enough and you can tell a good story, your quality of your microphone becomes less important.
Interesting.
Oh god,
This
yeah.
is very
Oh my
true.
goodness. I will watch somebody, and that actually was pretty evident when I started my podcast several years ago. It is no more, so don't ask.
Did you make it beyond the 3 episods? Which
Yes,
almost-
actually.
Oh, most people
We made
don't.
it to 20,000 viewers.
Shit.
Nicely done.
Had a falling out with the co-hosts though, so that's what happened there.
Fair enough.
That's actually where I got my start in marketing.
Okay.
But we had crap mics, but people still loved it because everybody loves true crime.
True crime is one of the few things that I really do love.
Oh, I'm so here.
I mean, there's problems with people doing true crime because they do things that are a little too fresh in the people's minds, and then it's just
It's a little.
people that are still dealing with it, constantly berated by all of these podcasts and YouTube channels and all that sort of stuff, talking about these people and their lives, and it can be problematic.
That's just distasteful. Do the old ones.
Yeah, do older ones where they've had a lot more time to process and whatnot.
Unless you're doing the helpful format where you're actively like trying to help figure it out, do not do something new.
Well, good to know. So I think let's go ahead and get back to our competition here. If we can get all the drivers into their pit lanes, and also review the bracket and try to line up with your partner there. We're going to start our competition off with. So we have, I think it was 9 drivers, and so we're gonna have one buy run coming up soon. But first, we need to, I guess.
Let me guess, you're the buy run?
No, I wish. No, Shift Tab, the leader, it's the buy run. But up first, we have King Sheep versus Darth Z. So we can get those 2 drivers. You kind of both scored 0, and King Sheep's higher on my list of drivers. So King Sheep, you'll be doing our lead, the first lead run. Darth Z, you are chasing.
Okay, so we have both of them pulling up. King Sheep, did you already hit the burnout box?
Doesn't look like it. He's going back to it.
All right, let's remember, drivers, that on the pit lane side of the yellow line is the burnout box for the chase. Or no, that's the burnout box
For the lead.
And then on the track side of the yellow line, that is the burnout box for the chase.
And so in this run, judges, we don't need to score a number from you. We're just going to want to know who you choose as the winner. But you can still score in your mind, and if that helps you get to a deciding factor, so be it. Before we get going, I see a...
Nico just left.
Okay, Nico, we'll see if he can get back. I see a snowman.
Yeah.
Nico says he had to
ADQ?
go.
Oh, that's probably me
Oh,
because
yeah.
if I jumped out of a car and I hit F8 to spawn up in the air.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
can you deal with that, or maybe disconnect and reconnect?
There it
Oh,
is.
good, thank you.
All right, so
There,
Nico's out
it's
for the
it's
competition.
off
Is
on the
that
other
right?
side now, so we're good.
He in the chat he put I got to go.
Okay, that does
All right.
change up the bracket. But we'll discuss that in a bit.
All right.
All right,
With
I
that
forgot the
being
race
the
timer.
case, is everybody's tires still warm
Cappuccino
after
needs
that
to go as well.
intermission?
Is
Oh, yeah,
Cappuccino
Cat
also
needs to go
retiring?
too.
Yeah,
He
in
is.
the in-game chat.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
All right, is King Sheep and Dart Z ready to go? I was slacking on the race timer, so I'm sorry, y'all. All right, starting the timer.
go.
Good luck, y'all.
So who's leader, left or right?
Right.
There
So
we
the
go.
one
Now it's
that's
started.
going in between the barriers is going to be the
Oh, yeah.
lead. The one on
Correct.
the left
Yeah,
is
I get it.
going to be the chase.
All right, let's take a look at what these two can do.
Oh,
All right.
Ooh, rough for both
yeah.
parts. Oh no, King Sheep went out. It looked like.
I have a
Yeah, fully
question,
on my screen.
Raceless.
Oh, and a spin.
I think I know what your
King
question
Sheep
is, but go
won it.
ahead.
Are we doing
This round-
OMTs?
We are doing OMTs, but I'm gonna let you guys.
What's OMT?
What's
One more
One
time.
more
what's the-
time.
Okay.
I
I
would.
was thinking it was Oh My Todd.
I would say give them OMT on this one.
Well, we haven't done the
Because that
second
was
run.
a rough run for both parties.
We haven't done the second run. They have to switch positions, and then if that one is just as poor, then we could kind of decide on it. But what were you gonna say,
okay.
Raceless?
I would say just try to come up with a. If you really can't come up with the winner, then go one more time. We do want to be sensitive of time.
Correct.
So, yeah. Oh, and I just realized the bracket is still on the screen. Let me take it off.
Yeah, we did
There we
that
go.
last night.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, is everybody ready?
I can't turn off spectator
Rev
names on
your
the cars, so I
engines
don't
if
know
you're
who's
ready.
who.
Click.
I'm going to be talking about them in terms of their car.
Alright.
There we
Sounds
go.
good.
We are ready. Start that timer. Okay.
Dart Z, you're leading on this one.
All right, we've started in the drift.
Nice
Darth
entry
Z
on
is
King Sheep.
starting to fill out
Oh.
the zone. We straightened out.
Yeah.
King
Oh,
Sheep
and
Oh,
a
is
spin.
no.
Oh, and a
spun.
spin.
Okay,
Oh,
so that
no.
is a double incomplete on both runs.
At the same time as well.
Um,
That was unfortunate.
Oh no.
Are we going
we
to
do.
My Todd them?
So you guys do have to finish the run, and you do have to meet in the center of the track.
Oh, they do? Alright.
We might have to
Well.
implement a. You have to qualify for the event rule in future events, but
Yeah, I definitely agree on that one.
I'm more inclined to give that one to the following car because they did overtake.
true.
But they did go. They did both incomplete the run.
So
Who's
drivers,
leading?
if you can stay on the track so we can judge your
Well,
runs.
Tap already
Yeah.
left, but
You need
I
to
guess
stay in the
we
center.
Meet in the middle for us, please.
And so, Philman, if I can get your official, you're going with the burn side,
Yeah.
and I
they're
believe
both
that is
annoying.
King Sheep.
The white car.
Yes,
the
that
50s
is
car.
King Sheep.
Okay, I don't have
I
names on
think I'm
either.
gonna have to do the same then.
I mean, technically that pushes King Sheep through. I was gonna go OMT, so let's go ahead and push King Sheep through to the next round.
All right, make it official. King Sheep gets that win. All right, now into the final 8. We already had a couple dropouts, which is unfortunate. But up first, we have Shift Tab and Ginger Plays. Shift Tab leading.
Ginger's gone as well.
Ginger's gone too?
Oh,
Yeah, Ginger
no.
said he had no chance with Shift Tab.
Oh, that's That's not the
Oh, that's kind of dirty.
fighter's way out or whatever.
All right,
missed
does
that
that
one.
give
Oh.
Shift a buy?
Ginger has dropped out of fear of Shift Tab. So Shift Tab, go ahead and do your lead run. You still need to lay down a run, but you are going to advance into the final 4.
All right, let me get the race timer started. I gotta click the box before I start typing, or it's gonna make me fall. All right,
Let's just
Good luck.
rip Shift apart and is that buy run?
I think so.
Let's do it. All right.
Let's see
He
if you can stay
definitely
within the
didn't have
block.
enough wheel spin on the
What an amateur.
Yeah.
Hit the wall.
Oh, terrible.
See,
He's left.
there's a
Ooh,
whole
on the wall
tire
right there.
outside of it. He's bonking the walls.
I'm gonna have to give this to the following car.
All right. Oh, there went
He's
another
leaving the
tire.
track right there.
I don't know about that one. Oh, he's only got
He's
3
not
wheels in the
fully
zone.
the zone on the
That's a
entry.
note from me.
It's gotta be a no.
Oh, he dropped a wheel
Oh,
outside of
man.
the track. Nah.
And he's immediately fired. He didn't wait in the zone. Where
Yeah,
he
this is gonna have
needs
to go to
wait.
Ginger.
Yeah, he didn't go to the center of the
Now let him
track.
follow. Let him follow. He has to follow now.
No, that's awesome. Thank you, Shift Tab. You can go pull up the track. You have moved on
I'm
to
gonna
the
have to get
final
this
4
one to take off.
by the skin of your teeth, I might add.
I do have to say from chat, thank you, Zekwana. The stream is going really well, we think.
Thanks for shouting out the chat.
Like I said, I used to stream, and I have it up on the side so that I can look at it in case somebody says something.
Perfect.
See, I want to get me a dual monitor setup, but that costs money, and I want to get a badass PC, so I'll just deal with my gaming laptop for now.
There you go.
I'm
Bio, you're up next.
I'm not the one streaming, so I'm just going super lazy on this one and just enjoying it.
There you go.
Is
Best way to do
Pio
it.
Also,
I'm not even.
Pio
recording.
also
buy?
Pio also has a buy run. Cappuccino has retired from the event. So that puts Pio into the final 4, but we do need to see your lead run from you, Pio, or you have the opportunity to lay down a lead run.
Burn those tires. Let's go, hometown hero.
Alright. We expect big things from you.
All right, don't hit those orange barriers, otherwise it's an automatic DQ.
Wait,
All
really?
right.
Well, I don't know about that,
Yeah,
but
dude,
Hey,
you
Pio.
bonk off of those things so bad.
The timer's about to start, so don't goof it.
All right,
hope so.
Goof in
2,
your pants.
1. Let's see what he can do. Are we gonna rip Pio apart too?
Hopefully.
Oh, he hit the orange
He did
barriers
hit the
on my
orange
screen.
barrier.
Signature move.
He's not fully filling it
You know,
out.
that's the
but he's
first time
couple wall
tonight I
taps.
keep saying
Oh.
that, but
That was a solid 2 tires out.
not only was that a solid
Nice
2 tires out,
transition.
that was a full straighten twice.
Oh, what was that? What was
Thing
that,
is
Pio?
we can't really incomplete a buy run.
We can try.
Okay, do you want to one more time his run?
no.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
if
we're
it's
gonna
gonna
one more time it.
Okay, and
Come on
correct
back
me
to
if
the
I'm
start,
wrong.
Pio.
Did not Nico also retire?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and do my buy run then.
Go ahead and.
Why aren't we putting these people
No,
together?
you didn't, Pio. You lost
And
that
we
one.
get Pio, the hometown hero, into the final 4. Let's go.
This might be a good time to also mention, if you are interested in competing in Formula Drift and you know Formula Drift and you like to drift and you're pretty good at drifting, feel free to reach out and we'd love to have you on the next one.
That is why I'm a judge, because I suck at
And you won't leave halfway through the show.
Yeah, and if you can make the time
Yeah.
commitment.
That is a
Exactly.
big issue with longer running events.
Yeah.
All right. Raceless is getting ready to race. Let's see if he goofs it. Good luck, buddy.
All right, let's see Raceless. He's the he's the actual streamer here that's doing this. Do we rip him apart too, just for the?
Yeah, we got to.
We
We
got
did
to.
straighten it up quite a bit.
That was a
there.
straight.
Only
He's
3
got
wheels
2
out.
tires
Wheels
outside
All the
the
way out of the
zone.
zone.
Well, that's
It's a
3 wheels
three-quarter
out.
tire out
Off
there.
the track. It's going
That was a
around
rough
town.
transition.
It's not filling out that zone completely. I will say he did. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna give him a compliment, but He did not fill out
No,
that
you don't do
final
that.
short zone.
Not gonna lie, I stalled on that last one.
I think
Is that
everyone
stall number
here
3
had
tonight?
something. Yeah, I think so. But I think everyone on their buy run had something that was worth a DQ.
They did.
Okay, so we have King Sheep and Ord. I think we have an actual battle here as well.
get
Wait,
to
two people are
judge
going
something?
against each other? I don't know. This is getting a little bit competitive
You
in
guys
this.
want
King
to
Sheep and Ord, come on.
You guys want to pull up into the burnout boxes? Who's leading? Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
And
Leading
have
is
Let's
Ord.
have King Sheep.
Ord.
Okay,
Okay,
Ord.
Ord.
Highest
you
Ord,
are
you're
qualifier.
in the lead.
Okay, King Sheep, you are in the wrong burnout box, my friend. There you go.
That's more of a donut box, not a burnout box.
Yeah. But burnouts don't warm up the front tires.
It is.
Huh?
What was that,
It is a
Paya?
very.
Ah.
Because a lot of our other streams have been rather hectic. All right, Ord and King
All right,
Sheep,
let's not let these
best of luck
tires
to
get
the both
cold.
of y'all. Let's
Rev
send
the
it.
engines. Let's see.
Full send, boys.
I'm expecting big
Alright.
things. Ooh.
Ord filling out that drip.
I mean, he's
zone
doing okay, but he's
beautifully.
not in
Ord.
the zone.
Ord is filling it out beautifully.
Ord had 2
gorgeous
tires on track.
transition.
We're all good there.
Yep,
We did
this
have
one
an
goes forward.
incomplete.
Yep. Did well,
King
though,
Sheep
for a while.
boosted.
Okay,
But this
Ord.
first run does go
Ord,
to-
that was
All right,
beautiful.
Ord.
Ord's taking the dub on this one. That was a beautiful run.
Let's
on
meet
that
right
section.
here in the middle.
All right, Ord and Lock.
Well,
Ord and Lock just takes
Oh
that.
wait, no, we have one
Unfortunately,
more.
King Sheep did.
Well, we gotta flip
Switch
the.
parts. Yeah, we have to
Yeah.
flip the script. I'm so used to the buy runs by now.
So go ahead, Ord, go in the chase position. King Sheep, you'll be leading.
All right, before them tires gets
Don't
cold,
full
good
up.
luck, boys. Full send.
Oh, be nice to Sheep.
Let's go, fellas.
All
Let's see what y'all
right.
got.
Let's see, boys. And
King
they
Sheep
are.
had a nice entry.
Oh, that was a straighten.
That was a straighten.
Oh,
He did it. Oh, that was a straighten on Ord. But
Yeah,
in his
but at the
defense, he
same
was
time, though,
going
it
that
was
was
to
all
caused.
good, King Sheep.
It was caused by the lead. That would be considered an unchaseable lead.
That is because King Sheep doesn't have enough speed through them corners. There's no excuse for you, but you're good.
Meet dead center.
Hmm.
Oh,
All right, judges.
I'm gonna have to go with Ord.
Yep,
Yeah.
that just goes forward.
Ord takes the dub.
Very
Ord
nice.
takes it. Let's hear the honks.
Me,
Can
me,
we
me,
honk?
me, 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 me,
I
me.
don't
Yeah,
know
there
what
we
my
go.
horn mine is.
Let's
So
hear
that-
those vuvuzelas.
Yeah, let's go. All right, back
All right.
into the pits with you guys.
So that concludes our top 8. We now have our final 4 filled out. Let me go ahead and get that on screen. So we have Shift Tab going against Pio and Raceless against Ord for the final 4. Tess, could you go ahead for me real quick, pull out your car and just park it somewhere in the grass on the track, maybe one of the center grass lots. I want to go ahead and pull out the prize car. I think maybe we could use some encouragement, some motivation to get some good tandem battles going.
Oh shoot, hang on. I'm trying to pull out the car.
I guess you'll also have to learn how to.
Yeah, I have never.
This is
played
Tessa's
this
first time
game.
driving in BeamNG.
No, last night was my first time.
Oh, okay.
For like
So, second
20
time.
minutes. Here we
I
go.
expect big things.
Expect
Big
nothing.
things ye shall have.
If you expect big things, then I suggest that you expect the unexpected and expect nothing.
Ooh, I do like that price card. I gotta
Those
build one
tires,
now.
Jesus Christ.
That looks really cool. I want to build one now, but in my
Hang on.
screen, the hood is running under the front end of it,
Yeah, I'll fix it for you.
and a broken hood. There it is. Now it's fixed.
All right,
That
perfect.
does look slick. I like that.
Are we all seeing the same car? I'm seeing like an off-roader sort of weird thing.
Oh, Tess, I can't
Yeah.
get you
This
to
is.
stay
Yes,
still.
that's what it is.
Oh,
yeah.
hang on. 1 second.
Hit the brakes.
I'm getting back in the car.
The
Not
off-road
the yellow
car.
one.
The off-road car.
The
is
yellow one's
price
just a
tag.
base car.
All right, I'll do it right there. All right, so there is the prize vehicle. It's a vehicle out of my career mode. It's the Ultra Bump with some mud terrain, not mud terrain, just mud tires, making about 1,500 horsepower. Does super good in the mud, super fun. Nobody is allowed to get in and drive it and touch it until the competition's over. I see you lurking over there, JDQ. The tires call you. All right, so
I was
hopefully,
just trying to see what wheels those were because I want to build me something with those wheels and tires on it. That's
absolutely.
literally the only reason I was getting in it. But we're good. I can wait.
All right, so let's go ahead and have Shift Tab and Pio. If we can clear the track, we got everyone rushing the track to see this, I guess.
We need barriers.
Uh-huh.
Have those barriers shipped yet?
No, they're still on their way. So is security. So we have Shift Tab leading, Pio chasing.
I love how there's just a monster truck deciding it's going to Shift Tab. You are in the wrong box if you're going to be chasing.
Nope, Shift Tab's leading.
Oh, never mind. Ignore me. I'm just not braining.
We'll go ahead and take off the bracket because I always forget to do that.
All right.
All right, fellas. Best of luck.
Now this should be
Let's
a
hear
good run
some
here.
engine revs and let's go. This one should
Full
be a
send,
good run.
guys.
They've both had a very good night, both of which are very talented drivers. Don't tell Pio I said that. or Shift.
Beautiful entry on both parts.
Well,
Filling
he's
out the
pulling a
zone
lead, though.
nicely.
Oh, no, he's going well. Oh, was that a straighten on the following car?
That looked like a little bit of a straighten on Pyle's part right there.
It could have been a
Oh.
oh, oh,
Well,
Oh,
and
no.
that's an incomplete.
that goes to Shift Tab.
At least for the first part.
Well, for the first run,
Nice
he
job.
still has one to make up for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Shift still has plenty of time to screw
As I was
up,
saying, like
assure
that
you.
run goes to Shift Tab.
Big question is,
Yeah.
did Pio, the red card there, did he gather any damage from that wall tap? We'll see if he can run lay down a good
Oh.
lead run here.
He could use his competition timeout.
It's true. This is true. Looks like he's
All right,
lining up.
fellas. Best of
All
luck.
right, let's rev our engines. Signify we're ready.
Looks like he's got some camber damage.
He could. And hey,
Looks
we
like
didn't
Kyle
bump those
might
orange
have hit-
barriers. Good
Nice entry.
initiation
Oh,
on both.
oh,
Oh, this is gonna be a one more time round.
Yeah. Oh,
Shift
yep, that's
Tab
an incomplete.
This is gonna be a one more time. So, Raceless, with your
Man.
one more times,
yes.
are you wanting them to?
Oh, and Pyle's
No.
rubbing the wall right there. Oh, no.
I am still going to give that run to Pyre.
Yeah,
Because
I would have
Shift
to
Tab
say
wants
so
that.
because Pyle didn't spin it.
So,
Yeah.
so make sure I'm understanding correctly. Your final votes, is it a one more time, or is it the blue
The one
car or
more
the red
time.
car? One more time.
I
from
would go with a one
Philman?
more time.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're going
It's
one more time. So we'll see them after the next battle. Let them
Okay, I was about to ask that.
quote unquote
All
cool
right.
off their tires, refuel, all that fun stuff.
Oh, my Todd.
They get to do any repairs they need to make in this time being.
That's correct.
Hit
Is
R.
your... Oh, that's weird.
You know there's a repair mod that'll not just fix the car, but it'll slowly pull the vehicle back into shape, which allows it to keep parts that are broken off staying off.
Interesting.
No, but that's really cool. So this one's gonna be our fearless leader, Raceless, and who else?
And
Is it
Ord. Yep.
All right, who's leading today?
I'll be leading. Ord is chasing, as I qualified a little higher.
Okay. All right, judges. Can we get some predictions on the board? Who do we think is gonna take this one?
I don't know. They
I think this one
really strong games tonight. But
probably gonna go to Ord because Raceless sucks at this.
See, here's the thing
I
though,
was
is this is
honestly
Raceless
leaning
is like
toward Raceless, though.
I was gonna say this one for me personally is a toss up because they are both doing well. Ord, you haven't reset your tires.
I was joking, by the way. I'm pretty sure that Raceless is gonna take this one.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of leaning towards Raceless on this one. We just gotta wait on Ord.
The joke is that Raceless sucks as the person.
Yep. And in VR.
Ord is brand spanking new at BeamNG drifting. But this is
stalled
the
it.
best
Oh, that's
Ord.
an incomplete from me. Well, stalled it again. It was double stall. Yikes. Big
Oh,
yikes
is it
here.
Raceless? Does that add 2 to the tally? Does that make 5 for the night?
That does.
This is a thing.
Raceless also not knowing how to pull up to a line.
Listen, I got rear brake biased.
Alright.
I got no brakes.
Tires cool off. Good luck, fellas.
All right, let's hear those engines.
Don't stall it.
Don't stall the car for a 6th time today. Okay, let's see how this initiation goes. Not
Nice
bad, we're not in the
initiate.
zone. Okay, we've made it up. Ord looking
I think
clean.
Ord had the best initiation right
Oh, was that
Good
a third tire off
transition
for
on both
Ord, or was that
parts.
only 2?
Oh, finally
there.
is
That was a
close to
third.
half.
Let's see. They
Ord's
both
having
look
trouble
good in
doing
this
the
second
sideways
half.
right there. That was a third tire off coming out of that second curve right
Was
there.
it? It looked
That
like
looked
2
like
on
it.
my end. Did you see Philman?
It didn't look like they went off. I will, however, say that Ord wasn't able to close the gap or stay close. So I feel that one goes to Raceless.
I think so.
That is my
My
opinion.
10-year-old says that there was only 2 tires off.
Fair enough. We'll listen to the kid before them tires cool off, fellas.
Oliver,
luck.
you called it. 2 tires. Alright. Let's see,
see how this
boys.
one
Let's
shakes
see this
out.
initiation from Ord. Ord, that was
Oh.
beautiful.
Ooh,
Raceless
Raceless had a
did
rough
not enter
initiation
properly.
right there.
Ord, though, did hit the wall in straight.
Ah, Ord
That was
incomplete.
off. Yeah.
If we go off of an incomplete, then we just go
Yeah.
off of the 2 chase runs by typical FD.
That was not a clean chase. That was very much not a clean chase. But yeah, Ord,
who had the cleaner chase?
Raceless.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So that'll put Raceless in our top 2. Oh wait, no, we have one more time for the others, don't we?
We do?
Yeah, the previous run.
That is correct. I think, you know, one thing we totally forgot to do is interview some of these drivers after their battles. I guess we didn't have a whole lot of battles, but I think we should go ahead and have a chat with Pio here, who just went against... oh no, he's still competing. Never mind, we can't talk to him yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
guess
has
everyone
one
else
more
dropped,
run.
haven't they?
Do we want a quick intermission before the OMT to interview the 2 that are about to go?
Yeah, I think we
think
should.
so.
Let's do it. Let's
Okay.
let's hear from Pio first, as he's had to kind of claw his way with that prize car and completely rebuild it. Let me unmute you, Pio. Pio, can you hear us?
I can.
How are we feeling going into this one more time?
I'm feeling like I'm on the road to go home right now.
Why is that? You had a solid
Oh.
run.
No, I don't stand a chance against Shift Tab.
Hey,
Just remember
He's
he's
stuffed up.
British.
so I think I mean, if you just do a solid run, there's a possibility that Shift Tab will fuck it again.
This
There
is
you go.
true.
I like that. I like that.
I'm not worried though.
Don't be worried.
Should I
'Cause at
censor?
the-
No, you're
I
good.
At
will
the end of the
say.
day, I'm still finishing above Raceless with his car. So
I wouldn't
No,
No, no,
Raceless
no.
just won.
For the head.
Yeah, Raceless
Raceless
just
just
won.
won.
Raceless just won right
So you
here.
have to win this.
Raceless goes to the top 2 here.
oh crap.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, you
this
have
is your
you
bet
have
on
to
the
win
line.
to be on his level.
Boy, that sucks.
Are you
Okay.
actually
While-
gonna
while
beat
y'all
him
are all
in his
discussing
own car?
this,
That's what
I'm
all of
using
this comes down
ammunition
to.
I'm
No
using
pressure.
my fault laundry real quick.
You're good.
All right. So we're on to interviewing Shift Tab then. Are you
Yes.
gonna fuck it again?
Shift Tab, can you hear us?
I can absolutely hear you. I don't want to fuck it, and I don't think Pio's giving himself enough credit. He's doing really well. But let's just see. Best man wins.
Are you
All
going
right.
to let Pio win his bet against Raceless?
Honestly, I'm more in a battle against Lag, not so much Pio right now, so we'll see. It all comes down to how the server handles it.
I mean, I gotta say, you're doing well with your disadvantage of, being born from where you're being born from.
Mhm.
Really is
Well,
a disadvantage, isn't it?
It really is in so many ways.
That
Anyway.
disability is.
He's a disability.
Oh, I am. I can assure you. But yeah, let's see. Best man wins.
Awesome. JDQ, are you back?
I am. I just got y'all on my earbuds right now. I'm almost done folding this load of laundry. It wasn't
All right.
much.
Well, let's go ahead and have the drivers warm up and get ready for a round. I would like to talk about my run a little bit. And actually, maybe we'll also talk to Ord too. But my run, I ran out of tire on my first run. I just overheated the tire, the rear tires. I couldn't get out, fill my zones without spinning it. And then I had a failure to launch, which is kind of not uncommon for me off the start on my chase, and so I kind of struggled to make it back up. Yeah, it was overall good battle. Wish we could do it again, have some cleaner runs. Yeah. Ord, can you hear us? What were your
I
thoughts
don't
on the
see
battle?
anyone in the burnout
Yes.
box yet.
Hi, Ord.
Yes, I
How are
can.
you feeling?
You
I'm
guys could
feeling
be
pretty
getting ready
good.
for this go, by the way. So go warm up your tires. Looks like Shift Tab is.
Let's go with shift, and then you can chase.
Yeah, Shift
Ord,
is
how are
leading
you
still.
How are you feeling after that run?
Pretty good, yeah. I'm having a great time actually. This is I gotta be honest, in the last few years this might be best vacations ever.
That's great. How do you feel
Yeah.
about making top 4 in your first ever drift event on Beam?
I mean, I was impressed. Yeah, I didn't believe myself. Yeah. So here I am.
These guys
All
are
right,
lined up now.
Pio and Shift, y'all ready?
I love it.
Yes, sir.
Before them tires cool off, let's send it, fellas. Timer's going.
Rev
All
those
right.
engines.
I expect big things from you, Pio.
Big sin, boys.
All right.
Nice
Shift
Nice
initiated
initiation
well.
on both parts.
They both initiated well.
Filling
Pio
out the
filling out that
zone
zone
really
really well.
Small straight in there. And the gap has opened.
Ooh, Shift had a gorgeous transition right there.
Another straight in.
was
Pio is letting him
stunning.
get a little bit of a head right there.
Oh,
Whoa.
we had a little straighten for shift.
Yeah.
Oh,
Two
Pio
tires
went
off the wall.
out. And I
2
couldn't
tires
tell,
off is
but that
fine
might have
as
been
long
a
as we
third.
don't hit 3. 2 tires off is not a deduction, by the way.
Yeah. I'm thinking Shift Tab just did a better job that time around.
I'm
He
thinking
also
that
opened
too,
up a
because
massive
Pio
gap.
did let him get quite a bit ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
was a
have to
huge
agree
gap.
a little bit. Pio's a little heavy on the brakes, and I think that's one of his biggest downfalls in this.
That's
Alright.
the only reason I'm saying that Shift Tab had that one, is because Pio let him get too far ahead.
Shift Tab isn't a drift
All right.
missile now for me.
Let's send it, fellas. Timer's going. Full
Let's
send.
hear the engines.
Good luck.
Alright, we have both off the line. Initiations are
Ooh.
almost identical.
That
Pretty good
was
initiation.
really well.
Staying
Shift is
relatively
matching
close.
Shift is
Shift Tab's
matching the
keeping it up
angle.
close. Almost hits Pio.
Well,
Yeah,
Beautiful
that's
trans on both
he
parts.
avoided the collision when Pio braked.
that
through
was pretty amazing. Just as good, just gonna say.
Absolutely gorgeous run.
Been staying a lot closer.
That was absolutely gorgeous, fellas.
As somebody who, well, I'll wait until they get back to center.
I think Pioneer did kind of straighten a little bit twice due to wall taps, and Shift Tab did a pretty good job of staying within vicinity. I'm gonna give that one to Shift Tab.
I think Shift's gonna have to take this one because all around he did a better job of being a chase car.
As much as
good
this is going to pain me to say, I'm gonna have to send Shift on through.
Well done. Good job,
Sorry,
competitors.
All right, and now we are in
I
our
think
final
we need to see
two.
how Pio's feeling about this one.
I do have to ask, Raceless, how does it feel to be in the final two in your own event?
Yeah, you know, it feels good. It feels like all the hard work has paid off to make myself have a victory in front of my friends. I put on this whole
Right.
event so I can win it.
Just like every
You
other
think you're gonna
event
have a
we've done.
victory? Yikes!
No, it's been a really fun night. I'm just glad I was able to make it through this far. I'm excited. I was doing way better in practice. Hopefully, I can keep this car more dialed for Shift Tab. Historically, I've had a really hard time chasing him because he's just so smooth and he pulls away from me. But we'll just give it our all.
Okay.
All right, do we want to hear
Did you
from
just,
Shift
like-
before the final event? Oh, sorry.
Pull out a bit of a flip knife and maybe puncture one of his tires. I don't know.
There you go. I might need that. But I'll go ahead and
Sounds
unmute
awful
Shift
British.
Tab for the rest of this as well. So you can be. I don't have to worry about unmuting and stuff during the battle and whatnot or whatever.
Sounds good.
No, I wanted to hear from you, but you just ignored me. Don't start
Do you
your shit.
want to hear from me? He's British.
I don't know. Do we want to hear from Shift Tab? Let's make
Alright.
Pio the
Yeah, I'm in
deciding
this
I
factor.
need to
position.
hear from Pio to see how he feels about not being a man of his word and beating Raceless with his own car.
We can interview Pio. Pio, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
All right.
Can you guys hear me? Am I unmuted?
Yep, you're unmuted.
Okay.
No, we can't hear you.
So, yeah, I knew I should have gone home. I do want to say that it's been an honor, and absolutely, like Shift Tab said, may the best man win, and well, he did. And just like in practice, I kind of figured that was going to happen. His car is legitimately faster than mine, and it might be a driver thing, I don't know, but I can't hold the speed to him. I can't. So it was a good run, though.
You're doing pretty well.
You did really well. From yesterday to today, Pio, I saw a night and day difference. You looked fantastic out there today.
Oh, well, thank you.
He did
My
do
pleasure.
a very good job today.
I was up until 2 o'clock in the morning practicing with King Sheep, so.
Let's go. We love the dedication. Now I will ask, Shift. How does it feel going up against the whole aspect, like the whole reason we're all here? Are you a little afraid to take it, whether or not you're going to take a man down in his own court?
So the nerves are definitely high. I am shaking in my boots a little bit, but I'm just happy I got this far with everything that's been going on. It's been an
Are you
awesome
concerned
event.
that if you do too well, oops, the stream might end, and then he comes back online a little bit later and says, "Oh no, you missed it, but I won."
I'm not worried because I'm streaming too, so I'll have my side of it. So we'll be alright on that aspect, but
You'll have to cut that ocean kit.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's true. That is very true.
Oh, you know what? He did win the last one. He did win
He
the
did.
last one.
He did win the last one.
All right.
You know what this means, Shift. You gotta whoop him on his own court.
Pressure's on.
Yeah.
So he
Alright.
should expect big things from you.
You
I've
qualified
been
higher, so I think that means that you're the lead, Shift.
Good.
Any final driver
Did
thoughts while
Shift
we're in the
just
burnout
stall it
box?
right there?
Not on my end. I did a pin in for our Australian friend over here.
You what now? Huh?
A pin in? Is that what do you say with your burnout competitions?
Oh, when you pin it?
Yeah, pin in or
Oh.
something like that.
Sorry,
It's a
just the
burnout
accent. I
thing.
couldn't quite.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right,
With that
fellas, before the
lisp,
stars cool
the
off,
British accent.
best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, let's hear the engines.
Hopefully Raceless doesn't goof into a wall.
I'm glad you said it.
All right.
Not a great entry from Raceless, but he got in there.
Shift is looking
Shift
clean
is
though.
zone.
I hate to say it.
Very
Didn't
nicely.
even hit the second zone. Didn't hit the
Missed
third
the zone.
zone.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
Shift.
no.
That is a at fault incomplete for Raceless.
Yikes.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Raceless with a lack of skill, so skillless more like it.
He spun out Shift and Shift gained it back and still finished sideways.
Let's. They do both have their competition timeout.
I think I'm gonna repair it just in case.
This gives Raceless a free repair. Did he take it? Let's see.
Shift tab took the
I
repair.
took mine, yeah.
Yeah, but did Raceless take his free repair?
I'm taking mine
because
as well.
he took-
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like he did, yeah.
All right.
Your tires stay warm after repairing.
No.
They do not.
Shift tab.
They
you
stay in the
can warm up your
green.
tires
It's
again.
good enough.
Oh, okay.
All right, fellas. Best
All right.
of luck. All
Alright,
comes
rev
down
those
to this
engines.
last one.
Good luck.
Don't
Try
let
not
it
to punt him
stall,
like he punted
Raceless.
you.
Try not to punt him.
I don't know, man. Shift
Alright.
has been a very good chase.
Oh, Raceless having a decent
Oh.
start. Looks like he straightened out though a little
Yeah, he
bit.
had a bit of an incident with the wall there.
3 tires off for Raceless.
Textbook drift.
It was pretty bad for Shift tab as well there.
Why do I feel like Raceless might
Oh.
lose this on purpose just so people don't say he's rigging it?
Shift did bump the wall on the entry to that last long zone right there.
But did it cause
overall,
him to
beautiful
straighten?
run. It did not. He's still
Raceless
full
did also
drift.
gap him for a fair chunk of it too.
But Raceless did
Oh.
have 3 tires off.
He
Did
did.
he? Not on my screen.
He did on my screen
in the
too.
in the small zone too.
Well,
So judges,
I'm gonna say
before
I missed
you
that, so I'm gonna give that one to Raceless.
before you say who wins what, let's I think we need to do the little ending ceremony of actually, you know what, let me mute myself, let me deafen myself for like 5 seconds.
hold
You
on.
guys discuss.
You want some music?
So Raceless, what
They do
I can
burnouts
do
and
is I can
stuff.
send a message into the voice chat
Yep,
whenever we're done
do that.
discussing.
Do that. You guys discuss. I'll be back. I'll be watching the chat. For those watching the live stream, the reason why is typically the once the judges have a final vote, it's kind of a surprise ending. We don't know who won. In this case, I'm pretty sure I lost. But what we'll do is we have the first, second, and third place come out, and they do kind of some victory donuts and little tandem drifts together, and then they announce the winner. So hopefully not too much longer. The judges are deliberating hard on this. And you see who the highest qualifier was, because that would probably be third place. It looks like Pio is guaranteed third place, being the highest qualifier. Honestly, this might be a good sign that I might have a chance here. Hoping for a one more time. Definitely would like to redeem myself on that one. Judge is really thinking hard about this one. On my screen, I never straightened, but I did waver a lot on the wall, and that, you know, that shows, you know. Oh, looks like we are back in. Okay, judges, do we have a decision, or are we going one more time?
We
We
do have a
caught him.
decision.
and
Okay.
that decision is
One more time.
One more time. Okay, let's go.
Todd this.
Whoa! I got so excited I stalled.
It's time
No,
number
this one
6.
goes to Shift Tab.
All right, let's go get fresh tires. Shift tab.
Are they allowed to do that though?
Todd showing
yes,
up.
it's in
Yeah,
between
I don't-
runs. They are entirely able to do any work on their car they need. The only time that
Okay.
they have to use a competition timeout is if it is between the lead and the chase.
Alright, well. Looks like Shift Tab's gonna lead this one. So I'll follow Raceless.
I've got
so
my eyes in the sky.
we did think that Shift Tab did a little bit better of a job, but it is just technicalities meant that I gave it to you the second time round.
All right,
See
fellas. Good luck.
if you can win this time.
There was a difference in viewing due to peeing. Right, looking for the initiation, which is complete.
No,
What
yeah.
was that, bro?
That is a flat out incomplete based
Yeah.
off of, I mean, that is
Pace car.
Yeah.
Pace
caused an
car had a
incomplete.
horrible
Again.
entry and tackled the lead car.
Centurion a
Raceless
little.
thinking that this is a contact sport.
Raceless, are you trying to lose your own game?
No, I'm trying to.
Raceless showing that he's not very good at following.
I'm gonna call the internet provider here in a second.
He's a leader, not a follower.
He's a bully.
Races, me and you have about the same ping, bro. Don't blame it on me.
Alright,
Good
let's hear
luck,
the
y'all.
engines.
That V8 sounds absolutely mean. I
It
love it.
sounds disgusting, doesn't it?
They're both.
It does.
Alright.
Raceless
Shift is
put it
looking
up, so
clean.
good drift
Raceless
by.
brought it back in zone.
Oh, nah. That was four
Raceless,
wheels out for me.
That was all four wheels out for me. Let him
Shift
finish
Tab
the
is not
run.
very following though, because Raceless
Shift Tab has got it. You
Yeah, but that was
Look at
another
that gap.
incomplete from Raceless.
That
I'm gonna
was
give that one
because
to
he was
Race
all 4 out.
2 more times.
Alright, do we want to do some celebratory burnouts in the center? Because I think based on this one, we can come to a conclusion.
Yeah, Raceless won. So, do I get my money in the mail or?
Oh wait, did you get, that was
They
the
did
second
scrape
run.
out
No,
for
that
me.
was the second run. That was the
That was the
second run.
The first one, Raceless absolutely destroyed Shift Tab
Yeah.
because he didn't know how to
Terrible.
enter the drift zone.
Okay, so
But due to the arrangement that I have with Raceless, he said that he was gonna give me some money. I'm gonna give that one to Raceless.
Whatever.
Raceless, do you want to deafen again, or do you want to just have us deliberate out loud?
You guys can deliberate out loud. I think that's fine. I think
You failed on the follow and on the lead. Unfortunately, that
No.
does go
Yeah.
to Shift Tab just by default.
Definitely.
You
I agree.
incompleted both rounds.
Yeah.
Shift tab, and again,
You did
as
pull on a
much
note.
as this
You pulled
hurts
so
to
hard.
say, Shift tab wins the round and takes the championship and the funky car.
Let's go.
Well done, Shift Tab.
Thank you, thank you.
Let
Good
me
job.
let me go ahead and unmute everyone, all the drivers as well. I'd like to say, first off, thanks for everyone for joining. I will say in that run, this car launches really hard when I initiate, and I just sent her too hard, and I couldn't. It wasn't. Yeah, just didn't mean to hit him. No hard feelings. Wish we could have had a cleaner run, but
You
that's
hit
on
him
me.
Twice, though.
Yeah, I'm starting to think you don't like me, buddy.
Sends her a little too hard there.
It's
bud.
so gripped up. I should have increased the tire pressure. I should have loosened it, but I didn't.
I'll tell
So-
you what, Raceless, for his win, I will offer his services and showing you how to build a drift car like his.
I could use that. His tune. I was getting tips from him last time we were drifting together, and
I don't know if you really need it because your drifts were pretty solid. It was just a skill issue on following.
no, that's all fair. That is all fair. It I shouldn't have
Why are you
initiated
laughing
so
at
hard.
skill issue? He ran into him at full speed. Both times. That's not a controversial take.
Just the simple term of skill issue there. On the man's home court stream.
I'm never doing one of these again. No, this is
That's
an
unfair.
absolute blast.
That's me not invited next time.
Shift time mysteriously couldn't make it to the round 2.
He suddenly died.
I'm still
Sorry.
invited though, right? This was fun.
Absolutely.
This was very fun.
We had an absolute great time. But yeah, thanks for everyone for watching this first round of Formula Drift. We're gonna do more, and also thank you for watching the Grand Detour. We're gonna separate these shows. I just wanted to kind of have a combined show at the beginning. We'll have special guests for the next one, and then hopefully we'll have some of the same drifters, some new ones, and some of the same announcers. But judges, any last words you want to give on this competition?
Yeah, do I get my money through PayPal? Like,
yeah.
I'll let Philman have his words first since he's the special celebrity guest.
oh no, I have nothing to say.
Well,
I think everybody did phenomenally today. I think I saw some really big growth between yesterday and today because I tuned into yesterday's stream. Ord looks night and day different. I mean, even you, Raceless, you looked insanely, like, you improved so much over one day. Pio, you didn't hit so many barriers today. I'm real proud of you. Real proud of you.
Thank you.
I think you guys all did great, except Shift. He sucks.
Yeah, he's British.
He's British.
He's from England.
If I get a VPN, will it count?
I think it might make those ping issues worse there, bud.
Cheers.
JDQ, you got anything for us?
I think y'all about covered up the thoughts that I was having, so
Humbered up
I
with
don't
thoughts.
really have anything else to add.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I did enjoy
I
my
want to see
time.
the prize. I want to see the prize car drift.
We'll see that
All
probably
there
here
he
in a bit.
goes.
See if you got the skill.
Well, Shift Tab won it, so
Hmm.
You have to take it
I
out
don't know if
four-wheel
you're able to
drive.
get into somebody else's car and drive it, can you?
I think he'll
Or
have
you
to
just gotta
clone it
clone
and get it. Yeah.
Yeah, if we could clear the track of
I
this
think
thing, what's
Raceless is in
this?
it.
Oh, am I
Just
no?
copy it.
Just press tab until you get into it and clone it.
Yeah.
I just built my own.
Alright, JDQ, clear the track.
Yep, I'm working on it. I'm in the grass right here.
There you go.
I'll go move my car as well.
This will be great.
I'm actually gonna do
This
something
thing
a little
does
bit
have some
special.
phenomenal suspension on it.
Oh, we're gonna do something special.
Yes, sir.
Oh, are you gonna run it over?
It's weird. I can't get back in my car. I guess I'll have to leave it there.
I can't press F to get out of cars.
Huh.
Where is it?
Can you press
Oh,
F
there
right
it
now?
is.
Me?
These whole stream.
so
We're
then-
having some
you just press F,
technical
right, Philman?
issues.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh, it didn't let me spawn it in.
It says
Oh,
that
Raceless.
Do you have a limit on how many cars you can spawn?
Crawlspace was asking what your specs were for your PC.
Ah, it's my specs. So right now I'm running an Intel, as if I switch out parts. I have an Intel 11700K, I believe, with a 3070 graphics card and 32 gigabytes of RAM.
Nice.
Playing
Very
other games, it
respectable.
feels great, but BeamNG, man, every time I play, I'm like, man, maybe I need time for an upgrade.
Yeah, all of these people that talk about, oh, BeamNG is the future, like all of these other game companies, they suck, BeamNG is the best. Have you tried to run this thing on anything other than like a tier 1 PC? It is brutal.
It is definitely heavy, especially as creators add more to it that, outside the minimum spec limit and whatnot. So
Yeah.
Man,
we
on
definitely do
my
that.
with this gaming laptop, it runs BeamNG, but man, this thing heats up quick.
Mm.
I gotta ask Raceless, is Mrs. Raceless in chat actually your missus?
She is my missus. Yes. We've been married for a few months now. She's
Congrats.
actually, big shout out to her. She's the one that really motivated me to actually pursue modding and going heavy into the community. She's the one that every night I'm like, oh,
What
but I
else do
gotta
you
get
do?
on and talk to these guys, and I gotta organize this thing. I gotta do this thing later. She always says, "Go for it. You got this." Could not be here to do that without her. Um, she's definitely the big push. And with that, Philman, I've also watched a lot of your videos before I started modding. You were doing some cool engine mods and stuff. So it was really cool because you showed what you were doing. So I'd spend hours just like pausing your video, going back, trying to recreate your mod just to learn, kind of thing.
I suggest everyone goes through and just like rewatches videos on loop.
Well, then I realized you edit and you cut it. And so then, like, I'd get
Yeah.
like halfway through, like, wait, something changed. Why isn't this working?
All right. So I used to do more tutorial-like sort of stuff. Unfortunately, YouTube just wasn't sharing it that much, and a lot of people were saying the obligatory, "Oh, why aren't you bigger?" all that sort of stuff, and then people would come through and comment. It's like it's because nobody wants to watch tutorials. I'd be like, "All right, well,
I
we'll
love
take from Jeremy
tutorials.
Jeremy
I always
Clarkson
watch your
once said
tutorials.
in his show, "Oh, people don't care about facts when talking about cars and all that sort of stuff," and it made me realize that they don't actually talk about the facts or the details or anything like that. It's always about like how fun it is, how the numbers make you feel, all that sort of stuff. And I was like, I'm just going to make this more about the story of modding than actually modding itself.
Right. I think you did really well
And
with that.
that does make it more difficult for people to follow along at home, which is why I made a tutorial specifically on how to do BeamNG. And then I just make the rest as stories.
That's way cool. That's awesome.
Is it gonna do it, Shift Tab?
I think
Are
so.
we
maybe.
still struggling? Okay, there we go.
I'm doing how to mod, but drifting on the burn side.
Very nice.
No,
It
Yeah, nobody-
sounds like
my,
you are a super.
D16 or my diesel burn side.
Oof. Look at that.
It sounds like you are an incredibly lucky man, Raceless.
I am. I couldn't be more blessed. Me and my cousins, we always joke around like, all right, 2023 is going to be our year. And then like crazy, terrible things happen. No, 2024 really was
My
the year.
partner
Yeah.
apparently revealed recently to me that she was like, he's never going to make it. Why does he keep trying at this hobby sort of thing?
Oh,
and
no.
she likened it to, in like the 80s when people would like drop out of school to join a band and stuff like that. She equated it to that all the time.
Oh,
Sure.
I
Yeah,
am also
2023 was-
constantly telling Shift to make content and everything else because I know that Raceless, you've watched some of his stuff.
Yeah.
His voice when he's streaming and when he's like recording videos, it's so relaxing, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, 100%.
I want to put his videos on when I go to sleep, and that's not even me just being his partner. Like he's just a cozy person to watch.
Yeah.
Sleep aid videos.
Yeah, my videos put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be
Hey,
careful
you're
streaming
cozy.
together.
Autoplay.
You're cozy.
That's awesome. Well, this has been a really fun stream. I appreciate everyone for stopping by again. Philman, we'll have to have you on another time. Do you have any plans? Do you want to share any future plans? I think you got what 3-4 months left in your hiatus, and then you'll be back.
I'm still making stuff on my IRL channel. Aside from that, I'm just trying to learn how to not work all the time, which was my problem before I took the break.
Yeah. Have you figured anything out yet?
I don't know how to stop working.
You still don't. Okay.
I figured out that I'm broken.
I openly admit at work all the time because they're always yelling at me because I'll answer the phone when I'm not at work and everything else. I openly admit that like work is a good 60% of my existence.
I will say though, you having like a 20K viewer thingy, I might have to hit you up to see if you want to pick up that podcast again and me be the co-host there, because I think podcasting might be easier than my video production.
Well, Well, that was editing.
Podcasting, let me tell you, audio editing. I mean, you do audio editing anyways with video
You have to do that
editing.
and video editing.
But audio editing is rough sometimes.
I'm not actually. I don't have very good ears for hearing things, so I suck at audio editing. I still do it.
see,
but I
audio
suck at it.
I am so anal retentive. If it didn't match up exactly perfectly, it just got cut.
Well, there's ways of bridging cuts and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. And it was a lot easier when you have multiple stories and stuff like that. So
That's funny. I love audio and hate doing video editing.
I've never touched video editing. I would love to get into YouTube and stuff. However, I am terrified to edit video.
Well, I mean, I could teach. It's not that hard.
You sure it's not that hard?
It really isn't. It's just extremely time consuming.
I was gonna say Shift does
Yeah.
it.
Oh, well then, yeah, Shift can teach you.
Shift does it.
Wait, Shift, what do you use?
For
Editing.
DaVinci.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Good lad.
Yeah, I don't do any of the other shit, the Adobe shit.
Yeah.
Adobe is
Premiere has
terrifying.
not been like the top thing for quite a while, unless you're doing special effects, that is. And now they're fucking their customers. It is garbage what they're doing.
They've like doubled the price recently, haven't they?
And they also made it like it costs you more to quit.
Mm-hmm. It's horrible.
Yeah.
DaVinci all the way, and it's free. Like
Yeah, unless you want to pay for it, which
yeah,
gets
but
you a little
we
bit
get
more.
sharpening.
Awesome. I think feel free, anyone that wants to leave, you're free to leave. Not like that stopped you before.
Literally, as you were saying that, I've been trashed.
I think a few more of us are just gonna kind of keep on staying on and drifting. I'm gonna actually head out here, but it's been a great stream. I just now realized the chat overlay was never working, so I do apologize for that. We'll get it fixed for the next one. Or I meant it to be that way, who knows? But thanks again for everyone watching. Thanks for joining. Comments were hilarious. Cross space that cracked me up. That maybe Tess got shift taboo in. I don't know. Maybe we need to have Mrs. Raceless on one of these judge
We
events.
should absolutely have Mrs. Raceless on.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for watching, and everyone have a good weekend.
All right.
You too, bud.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Hey, Pio, are you still here?
I am.